Hello, everyone. This is of course. My name is Jordan, Oilers fan forever. We last night, um, was a really was a very eye opening, a very eyesore, if you really want to call that anything. I I am really baffled as to who would go out of their way to hurt other people, and I'm also really disgusted um, that in fact people would just go um, people would just go and start wrecking a hey Siegel, yes, start wrecking a channel. There was literally this was mayhem, and it happened to our good buddies and our good friends on the VIX. Vic BC held a bingo, as they always do, and we had a hacker or somebody who good to see everyone doing a stream here, and I want to get to the bottom of this. I want to find out who the culprit is. It definitely is not me. I am put my hands in the air, come and search me, but this is pure friggin' nonsense, and this has got to stop, people. The fighting. When you go onto other people's channel, you need to respect other people's rights, rules, and what they offer. And the Vics, they're the most loveliest, sweetest people. Um, no, I don't think so. They're the sweetest people on earth that you would ever want to friggin' meet. I'm dying to meet them in person, like literally. Like I mean, I would love to meet Rob and Mrs. T as they do. They're hilarious, and I can hardly wait for that day to happen. I can hardly wait till we get, um, you know, um, to that. I don't know what happened, who did it, what motive was behind this. Um, I have looked into it there all this morning there for 2 hours there. Um, it had nothing to do with that. It's an automatic, but somebody had a motive because not everybody was on the ban list. And if it was a glitch, it would be everybody. I looked into it there. I even talked to somebody from YouTube. I actually know some people that work at YouTube, and they said that it was a um, yeah, Siegel. They are upset. Absolutely. I am pissed off because I will let you know that if I find out who does it on my channel, they're no friend of mine. You won't be welcome back at all. You'll be banned from all of my channels there if you have subscribed to mine there. But I don't mind people commenting. We've got fantastic people like Val. We got Siegel. We got people like there was people like Marianne, way up, dude. There was even mine. So why would I ban my own? So it's not me, because of drinks and chat. There was banned there. The other thing that I want to point out is it was somebody who obviously doesn't have a life, but if they are suffering from a mental health, we'll help them. We'll get you some counseling wherever you are. We will fundraise to get you the help that you need. If you fess up, we want to know who did this on our good friends, the Vix. I am not leaving this channel. I mean, I'm not going to shut this down until we get to the bottom of this. So whoever you are, we know you're watching. We know you're going to see this. And we're going to tell other channel owners as well. Now, if you have a problem and you need help, you need some mental health. You need some, hey, Nursty, you need some drugs there because the Vicks are the most nicest people on earth that you would want to, and to mess with their account. I'm sorry, but you're messing with a couple of pit bulls right now. I have got a pit bull face on me that I'm about to bite somebody's head off. I mean, going there and blocking a bunch of people, uncalled for. It's uncalled for. They are like I said, they are the loveliest people you would ever want to meet. And I want to find out who the culprit is. Fess up now. We will fundraise. We will get whatever it is. We will get you the help that you need. If you're in the States, if you're in Europe, if you're in Canada, wherever, I can arrange that. I have contacts there. I will also say that banning people who I know that I've had conversations with, hey, yes, Kathy, good to see you there. Yeah, just talking. That I indeedly I really respect the Vics. They have helped me. I've learned a lot from them. They have taken me on their shoulders, and I'm helping, and I like to help them out by helping their channel by giving whatever it is to their area, wherever they are, whatever they do, and everything like that. So when you're attacking the Vics, you're attacking me. That means you get Pitbull, Oiler fan, and like I said, this is really retarded. And whatever issues you have with people, whatever fights you have, be respectful when going on a panel. Nurse D, this person, or someone, we don't know who, but somebody was bored, banned about 50 people on the VIX BC, and we were playing bingo last night, and Dozer had a bingo. They have a video up there, um, and I just want to say that this is totally unacceptable. I mean, I don't care if you're bored, then go find a hobby. Go get a job. Do something. Get involved with your community. Don't just be whatever. Um, like, it was retarded. And if it was a YouTube thing, which I did talk to somebody there, they said it did had nothing to do with that. It was something else. It was a server. It had nothing to do with blocking. Apparently, the blocking is left up there. The only ones that they can really control is to throw in bots. There was no bots. There was people that were added specifically. So yes, there was, and that is so bad, people. I mean, we're all here as a YouTube family. Don't break up the family. We want to be here because we support each other. As like Rob said on the Vix last night, there they give people a wrench so they have channel, they've got stuff going on, they got content. We work hard as content creators, and if you want to come over and sabotage what we can, um, you know, um, they aren't showing up for you there, Val. Yeah, they should be. Depending upon which one, because I've got it on my three accounts, my groovy, my drinks, and everything like that. So I don't know. I have it on three, Val. So unless you are, depending upon which one you are, I don't know where they're coming in from, but I have it on my three, my Oilers and my drinks and chat there. But anyways, you want to come in and sabotage our family? I could see your comments, though, Val. No problem. So you're good. You're not blocked. You're fine. And disrupt and enjoy our party, well, then I'm sorry, you're not invited. I'm going to slam the friggin' door on your face. Okay? Yes. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So, like I said, I've got it on three channels there. But, um, I mean, if you ever get a chance, talk to the Vix, shoot them an email, send them an email. Send them, on Mrs. T's channel on her Critter Cam. She'll often pop in there, say hello. Say hello back. Say hello back. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Um, the other thing is there's a lot of great people that were on that band list there who I know, who I've had conversations with, and I respect dearly. Um, and I think that, like I said, you banned Harley's mum, the lady who made Harley as a great, decent man, human being, person. There, the one that we all know and love, and everything like that. I mean, really, you got the balls and the nerve to do that? You got the balls to ban people that uh, you know, I mean, like I said, whatever issue you have with that person there, set it aside. Really, like grow up. I mean, if you're a 12-year-old, fine, I can understand. You're still kind of growing up. If you're an adult, or that, get seek the help that you need. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I've got Kathy. I've got it on a monster. We will help you. We're a YouTube family. Get the help you need. Come back, and you'll understand that we are great people. That we are all great people that are here. But don't you sabotage me, my channels, and I find out who it is, you're gone. You will never, ever. And just to let you know, what I say is what I say. I don't go back. I'm not going to be, and if something happens, I'm not going to be unwrenching people there. And I don't believe in that. I'm going to leave it alone there. I'm just going to be quietly sending out. I have people who do work in YouTube who can go to channels and listen in, who can find out. And um yes, absolutely. They're Nurse D, Kathy, Val, everyone that's in here. I do too. The Vics are great people. They are family. They are the YouTube mother and father. They're the ones that introduced me. And when you step on their toes, you deal with Pitbull Oiler fan. Okay? And I will tell you right now, I was not impressed. Way up, dude. Um, there was people in there. Joe, who I know. I mean, like, really, like, what are you smoking? What drugs you on? Um, I know one thing. I don't want those drugs there. What I want is for people to get along. You can't handle if you're a mod and it's too powerful. Tell somebody, they'll take the wrench away. Hey, Pat, how are you? Yeah, they are absolutely. And I mean, I don't know, like I said, who did that to the Vix, who went in and sabotaged. But like I said, I will literally say that I am really, really, I want to know who this person is. I want them to show their face on camera right now. And if you are lurking, if you're a troll, whatever the heck you are there, you get your butt in and you show yourself on the page there. Don't go blocking people just for the hell of it there and pissing channel owners off there. We want to know. No, it's not actually. It's not happening here. It hasn't happened with me. It's been good with my channels because I went and checked. We know so far it's just happened on the VIX, as far as I know there. Um, but I don't know. Like I said, this person had a reason there, Pat. I don't know who it is. I mean, I want to know who this is. I want to confront them. I want them to be on screen with me so I can rip their head off. You could be my meat. That's great because hey, I'm always looking for a nice, good chunk of solid meat there. Um, but the Vics are great people, and to do that, Yeah, well, I've got three channels there, Nurse D. So, like I said, I'm on Oilers, Groovy, and Drinks and Chat there. But to go on and to literally cat mass madness is just it's unacceptable. I mean, it's not absolutely Defoe's Den. It is. It's a sad world. You totally hit the nail right on the head there. Um, It is. It's a sad world that we live in, and it's sad. And if you have to go sabotage people who worked hard for their channel, like DeVix, like Defoe, he's got Through the Ages with Melatitis tonight. Then we've got Exploring with Ben and Sam afterwards there. Um, hey, I don't know what to say. Then you need to take a step back, go see a doctor, get the help you need, come back, and I want to get this off my chest because I want to come out quite frankly and say that it's definitely not me. And I mean I wouldn't ban my own drinks and chats their channel. And just to let everybody know too, I do have it on three channels. So my Oilers, my drinks and chat, the one that was banned, and my Groovy, yeah, one there. So you probably are only going to see comments that the ones that are on there. I see them all. It shows them all where I see them there, and I can see all your comments there, and the support and is great. And the Vics need it. Take a moment to send how much you appreciate out of their own pocket, out of their own earnings that they work and sweat like crazy. They're giving it to us, and it's a free trivia, free bingo. There's no cost. So there's nothing to get mad about. It's not a loss. Hello, absolutely. And they're great. They're like it's their hard earned money. They're sweating their ass off, making this money and giving it to us, to the public. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do that. They can say, "Oh, the heck with it," there, and they help other people out. They've guided me through this YouTube adventure that I'm learning since January, February ish there. And Rob is hilarious. He's great. He's good fun. So is Mrs. T, her critter camp. I love her critter camp. We don't want to change it. Well, we got to change it just to members only. I really don't want that to happen. And yeah, Vic BC. I'm gonna throw up their link unless I can get a mod in there. But I'm really torn. I am really upset. Ty was even banned. Like Ty Spork, like really? Like I mean, like come on, like yeah. And Pat too. And Val. Val has been great too. So like I mean there's great people there. Pat, you weren't on the ban list. I think you're a mod there. So they had to unmod and they only have so many mods because they want to see where the problem is. They want to see who the person is. And to me, I think it's sad that somebody would have a personal vendetta or attack on Vic BC Live there. I'm going to find their link and I am going to definitely do that. I'm going to open up a panel, by the way. I just wanted to get, I just want to get the hair off my chest. Um, I think it is wrong, but I'm going to find their link here and send them a message. Say, hey, you know what? We're here. Uh, you know, they're great people. They're fantastic, people. And like I said, they don't need that. So here we go. I'm just going to pan this here. Vic BC Live link. Oh, hang on here. Bear with me. I'm doing this in the. You need to sub up to these folks. Thank you there, Ghost Eagle. You need to sub up to these people. Ghost Eagle's got it. So have I. Um, and just tell them, give them some love, give them some support, and like because they're like I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know who did this. I don't know what motive it would be. I really don't. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I will. Um, I could do that. Hang on here. Yes. What is mine? Oh, hang on here. I think I've got my channel somewhere. Hang on here. Okay, hang on here. I do. I have it somewhere. I will drop it. I will indeed. For those of you there, I have three channels: drinks and chat, which is a fun one. And I want to keep it fun, and I'm going to keep it fun. I'm just trying to find my where is my channels? Yes, here we are. Okay, so this is yeah, there we are. Yep, got it, got it, got it, got it. Where are we? Yes, here we are. There's that one there. Yep, there is that one there. And yeah. Oh, hang on here. Yes. Okay, maybe I could just do it like this. Hang on here. There's this one here. It gets sent to all. Um, yes, so it's gonna be posted there. That's my Oilers one there. I also have this one here. I don't really like to do that. I want to talk more about this because I do want to get to the bottom of these idiots there, these that did this. And like I said, I like I said, and this is my groovy yeah one. So feel free to do that. Hang on here. So it's posted. Oh, this is cool. Okay, I'm sorry, learning. Hey, Janice. Hey, Pat. So I've got my three channels that are running right now. This, just wanting to let everyone know that the Vix, they were attacked. Somebody had a vendetta that wanted. I don't know what happened. What happened? What got into their brain? But somebody just wanted. And the Vic BC live, we all know like I mean, anybody that knows Harley Dad, he's a great guy too as well. You ban his mom, really? You ban Way Up Dude, who is the most great guy. I've had like midnight chats with him there. I've had conversations with Marianne. There was a lot of people on it. Joe, just observing. She was on there like the most sweetest, lovely people, and I had her on my panel. I mean, like you guys want to do that? Really? And so we're trying to find out who the culprit is. Matthew, was you were on that list? I know that. That's really sad because you're a nice person. I know you, Matthew, there. But on the Critter Cam, I've talked to a lot of people there. I even talked to the late Gerald, who we all miss, and I mean, and this is crazy. But like I said, if you got problems with these people, just don't ban them because you have mod powers. Put your differences aside. And thank you so much there, Kathy. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, Pat. I don't know. Yeah, Ty, you're right. Absolutely. I just know that I'm going to be dropping a link. You want to come on up? I'm more than happy to do that. Uh, I don't know how to pin it and all because I don't have three tabs open. So I'm just going to put it here. I'm not sure, but here we are. If you want to come on up, I'd love to have you up. I've got 9 spots than that, and oh, here we go. Okay, so it puts it in um, all. So we have it in all. Okay, yes. It just didn't put it in groovy. Okay, it didn't put it in groovy yet. So yeah, just make sure to there we are. Uh, that you can come on up and let's discuss it. I mean, like I said, like anybody that knows the VIX, which a lot of you here, we all know them because we're like a YouTube family. Come on up. I mean, this was like, I mean, I know that I won the two bingos in a row. Then okay, that's kind of odd. Usually, I usually win one or something like that. I mean, never really won two in a row, and that was the first time there. And so, I mean, if I had won a third one in a row, I think, okay, well, something's not right. I mean, um, But anyways, come on up. It's posted on all three of my channels there. I don't know which one I've got. Hang on here. Let's just see. Here we go. Uh, trying to pin it. There we are. No, I can't. Okay, wrong one. Um, okay, there you are. You want to come on up? Click the link. I'm just trying to post this. Okay, so this one here is my drinks one. I'm gonna have to go to all three of them. Um, and do that. So bear with me. So where is that one here? I'm just figuring this whole YouTube thing out and having, here we are. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna go pin. There we go. If you want to come on up, and we are going to now. Do I have to open up another tab? I think I do. And yep, groovy. Okay, yep. So the groovy one there. Yep. And we're gonna go. No, I gotta switch to groovy. There we are. To my groovy one there. We got lots of interesting things in the works. Just waiting for emails. Um, okay, pin. Let's pin the message. Okay, so now I am going to go back and go to my Oilers. There we are. And I'm going to switch this to my Oilers. Anybody that wants to come up, just wait a minute here. But you're welcome to come on in. Love to chat with you, every one of you. You know that. Here we are. And we're going to go pin. There we are. Yeah. So it's open, and anybody is welcome to come on up. You want to talk, great, more than happy to. Like I said, it is pinned at the top there. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's get the YouTube algorithm. Let's find out who this culprit is, and let's confront this person and ask them what motivated them, how much were they paid, and who the hell sent them. That's what I want to know. And those will be my grilling questions there. And do they need any mental health supports that we can fundraise and provide them to get the help that they need, so that way they don't do this again, so that way they don't do this to other people, because I sure as hell would not want this to any of my closest friends that I know, and I know any of you wouldn't want this. So yeah. Um, oh, that's good to know there, Siegel. Yes, but make sure you hit the thumbs up there. And like I said, I really I want to get to the bottom of this. I want the culprit to come out today. I want to know who this person is. Ask them their what motivated them to do this, and was there money involved? I mean, if there's money involved, give that money to the VIX. I mean, after all, you're trying to sabotage their channel when they have worked really extremely hard. Um, you know, um, uh, I can show you, Kathy. Shoot me an email. Send me an email, Kathy. We could do a backstage where we're not live. I can show you how it all works there. Another great people that have actually taught me is the Vix. Reach out to the Vix. Rob and Mrs. T there. They're fantastic. They will spend, you know, some time with you there and get you started there. That's how I got to know about it there, because I had a crappy streaming service there, and then I switched to StreamYard, and I don't regret it. I'm going to stay on StreamYard. They actually offered me a great thing. Oh, Ghost. And thank you for that there, Kathy. Hang on here. Thank you very much, Kathy. Ghost, I want them to come out of the closet. I want them to put away their whiskey, and I want them to come on up here. It will be like raw meat, because I want them to know that there's a lot of pissed off people, and there's a lot of pissed off people that will. Um, yes, probably Ty, but absolutely. Um, anyways, yeah, no, I mean, but I want them to come up, show their face, please do. You show your face. Hello, Wanda. How are you? Good to see you there. Um, I want them to. I want them. because I think if they do show their face and they do confess, maybe then we will have a little remorse there. And if they tell us why, that would be great there. I know Defoe was a great interrogator there person. I don't know if Defoe's dead. I think Defoe's getting ready for tonight because they have their Through the Ages with Mel and Titus. And I'm looking forward to that, by the way. I'm going to be tuning in as Mel and Titus, which is also Defoe. Just great people, super nice. I mean, me and Mel, we joke around and it's great. So yes, who's Ghost? Who's Ghost Eagle, not Ghostbusters. They're one. It's Ghost Eagle. There, great guy there. By the way, he has got a lot of Apache. He did a beautiful what do you call it? Sarah thing last night there, and I went to sleep at like 1:30 because I had to do some cleaning up there, and I was like, I've actually got the greatest group of friends on both my Groovy and on drinks and chats there, and it's all thanks to the Vix. It's all thanks to Vic BC Live, people. These folks right here, the ones that you need to sub up to, the ones you need to send a thank you that you appreciate for what they do for us there. I know I do. And yeah, so I mean, and yeah, I met Ghost Eagle first time, and like I said, everybody's welcome. That's why the link is pinned there. I just want to see. I want if this person is in this lurking or trolling or whatever, please come on up. I want to show your face, and for you, I want your camera to be turned on because I want to see what the hell you got to hide. I mean, I don't take this lightly, this issue. And I just want to say that if somebody does that with my channel, yeah, you won't be back. You won't be back. You'll be taking the highway. You better catch a ride. You better hitchhike because you ain't coming back. If somebody does that to me there. Yes, absolutely. Kathy, any one of us can. And yes, Wanda, you are right. Siegel. But yeah, no, you are right. The Vics are great people. They're the ones. They are the ones that um that help me. And I'm going to listen to them, and I'm going to continue to listen to them there because I always lean on them for great advice there. Mrs. T is fantastic. No, not over money, but Siegel, they with their hard-earned money, they give to people. Why should somebody have a hate? Why should somebody just start banning people? I mean, um, I don't know, if this person needs help, but we could fundraise. We could do that. Like I'll set up a PayPal account. Um, I mean, like I said, and we will get that person the necessary help that is needed. If they're going through a rough time, either relationship wise, marriage, anything like that, we'll help you. Don't worry about it. We'll help. We got to get to the bottom of this because this cannot happen. I wouldn't want it to happen on any one of my chats, people, in the chat on all three of my channels there. I wouldn't want to happen again to the VIX. I sure as hell doesn't happen on the VIX there because hey, there's going to be some explaining to do. No, money doesn't, Wanda, but you know what does? Getting them the help that they need and getting to the bottom of to why they did this to the VIX. Why you did this to great people. People who are the most warm and loving people. Well, I don't. Well, I mean, I actually, I think if they saw like maybe a counselor or they got some help there, Wanda, I think that could maybe help. It would. What was their motive behind this? Were they paid to do this? Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Uh, and like I said, when we know it's a person, Val, it's not YouTube. Well, I they've taken steps there, Pat. They have definitely taken steps. And I mean, I hope it's the right steps. I hope that they have narrowed it down. Um, but this has got to stop. And this has got to stop. Um, like this cannot go on. This is nonsense. This it's complete nonsense. No, no, no. Um, because well, for one, I've never won bingo twice in a row. That is like, and now it makes sense, and I'm sure glad they brought it to my attention there. And Dozer was blocked, and Dozer tried to get through on another channel there, and and I even offered to give my my money to Dozer there, and everything like that. But like I said, I would really no, it's okay. You don't have to remove that comment there, Val. Absolutely not. Don't I mean, hey, all comments. It's not a bad comment. I mean, uh, but I mean, wasn't who the well. I don't. I mean, Pat. We don't know. You know, and yeah, Wanda. Absolutely. Like you've got it. Usually one sooner. So I don't know what they had to gain. What did they have to gain? I'm gonna put a banner here. Uh, there we go. There we go. But what did they have to gain? I mean, that's what I want to know. Yeah. No, no. It's and all comments are valid. You don't need to delete comments. Please don't do that. It's yeah, exactly. And everyone is entitled to comment. That's what I said. And on my channels, I'm not these type of people that time people out. I mean, only if you do something really, really wrong there. Oh, Kathy, thanks for stopping in. Make sure you hit the like button. Let's get this out to more people there, because yeah, we want to find out who this person is. We want to find out who's behind this. Is it a group? Is it a person? I don't know. But thank you very much, Kathy. Kathy, our SVP there. Make sure you get in touch with me there. We'll get you set up in StreamYard. Love to show you. You'll be up in no time. Also, reach out to the Vics. They are fantastic people, and they are, and that's why I never no. And Pat. I mean, I do have my suspicions, and and that's what I said. But I find out who this person is, and they do it on my channel. Well, I mean, I'm going to be watching them if they come over to my channel. But if they come over to my channel and start doing that there, um, I'll be watching them very, very carefully there. And they do it, they're gone, and they'll have to hitchhike to the highway, to whatever. So yeah, I mean, and I know Val, by the way, there, Pat, Kathy, and Wanda E, and just great people there, even you there, Pat. So I mean, like, but I mean, like, Marianne, way up dude, um like, very stunning. Joe, just observing, you know well, I mean, I've got three accounts, but I mean, to me it's stunning, it's shocking, it's mind-boggling, that this is going to go on there. We all need to come together. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months. There, we could have war, we could have Armageddon. We all need to come together and really, take out, and help each other out. We're in for some tough times. Food costs are going through the roof here in BC, where I am. More than 40%. There's a notice on my on our grocery stores here on the thing they're saying, be aware, as of June 1st, grocery costs are going up 40%. And we all need to come together as one. We're all going to need to lean on each other and help each other out. There's going to be some really tough times, some really tough times there, and to try to separate, try to do something like that, it doesn't make sense to me. It's just it's pathetic. And if they want to try and do that, then they can buzz off, fly like a bee, and go somewhere else there. And like we're all going to need to lean on each other. We're going to go through some really, really, really tough times. This is nothing compared to what's coming down the road. We could be in for a war. We could see Armageddon. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we all need to um, to be there for one another, and I think that should be the focus is to be nice, be courteous, do something good in your community. I'm always doing stuff in my community, and yeah, I mean Pat brings up some good stuff, so does Wanda, and I mean you guys have got great comments here. I'm just going to highlight. And yeah, I mean like I said, so I mean like I said, I don't know if it's somebody with multiple accounts. It's just somebody who obviously maybe something triggered to. I mean maybe they took offense to what Rob said, but instead of blocking people, reach out, send them a private email or whatever, or just say, hey, look at, I mean, what did you mean by this there, would like some clarification. Like, just don't go randomly blocking people, like, really, because then you're going to have me, you're going to have some bears that come out of the closet that are really, we're really going to be wanting. We're going to be, yeah, and believe me, I want to get to the bottom of this. I'm going to find out who this is. Who is this? And yeah, I know, Pat, you are, and but I want to know. Um, yeah, I got it there, Val. I mean, yeah, it is Clue, and you know, I mean, to do that to really, really close friends who are like my family. They're like my parents. I never was close to any of my parents. Um, I was more closer to my grandparents. And I don't mind. I mean, I'm not going to say where I live there, but I mean, I don't mind saying stuff about me in there. I know people say, "Oh, it's doxing." Well, I don't give a crap about that. I say, since 6 months, I was 6 months years old, and I was with my sister who was 5, and we were with my grandparents. I haven't really had anything to do with my parents. My dad passed away 3 years ago. Supposedly, my dad passed away about 3, 4 years ago there of cancer, and I've never ever drank a lot of booze in my life. And I was like, I was like, yes, perfect, woohoo. And usually you wouldn't cheer, you'd be crying. But me, I was never close. I tried to have a good relationship. So, to me, having the Vicks, they're like the fill-ins, and my grandma, who's not doing that well, who's up the street from me there, suffering from uh, you know, um, stuff. We don't know what it is. She's got all kinds of tests. And Traveling Fool, is good to see you there. Um, yeah. So they're like Rob is like my dad in a way, because I really never had a father figure. My grandpa died of cancer at the age of 69 there. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye to him there. Was on a plane from Hawaii. Some of you might know that. And, so I mean, like, to go and to hurt these two great human beings who are giving money and just blocking people randomly. I mean, I want to know who this is. Traveling Fools is awesome there, Pat. He has a trivia, and he also has this Wheel of Fortune where he's Vanna Fools on Sundays there. And Traveling Fools, drop your link in the chat where you are there, and I will steal it and then put it in the other chats there. But yes, Traveling Fools, he does bingo, him and Joey Foster, who's another cool guy who I've met. And but now he's Vanna Fools, so he spins the letters, and it's so great. I want to try that one day. But this stream is anybody can come up. The link is pinned. The You want to come and talk about it, that's great. If the Vics are listening, come on up. Like I said, we are here with you. We love each and a single one of you there, Mrs. T, Rob. You know, that. It's not me. I would literally, I would tell you if it was me, and I would if it was, and it's not, and that's why I'm doing this. And like, to ban Ty Spork, to ban Harley Dad's mom, Joe, Marianne, some of the really cool people there. Like, you are just sick, and we'll get you the help that you need. But come confess first. Tell us why, so that way it can be just me and you. And I will literally, we'll seek you the help wherever the heck you are. We'll donate. We'll have a day, but don't ever hurt our friends the Vix again. Hello, Andy Heinrich. How are you there? Good to see you there. Like, they are great, great, great. They're like parents to me, and they always will be parents to me. And I love tuning in. It's great when you need a laugh, and yeah, Pat, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna highlight that comment, by the way. Yep. Andy, you didn't want to be on the. No, you're a mod on their channel, so that's why you weren't banned. But yeah, that's why. And so I think that that's right. People just need to think before stupid crap. Absolutely. Yes, Andy is here as well. And like I said, no, no, you didn't want that. Believe me, Ty. No one should be banned. Nobody will be banned. And anybody that does do it on my channel, take the highway and don't ever come back, because I'm putting a barricade right after the person's name, whoever they are. And because I know a lot of this, you guys all came over because from the VIX, and I respect that. And love each and every one of you, and that's why we have open panels. That's why I do things. I talk about hockey. We have a great panel and chat where we can chat about different things. And I'm not gonna reset. I'm just gonna find out who it is there, and eventually I will. And one day, you know, believe me, that person will. And I just think that it's just nonsense. It's crap. And Pat. I know you, Pat. You were in there. You weren't on that ban list. Um, yeah, well, no, there is no second chances. Not with me. Like, you do something crude like that and try and get people to hate me and everything like that. And I'm sure that a lot of those people that were banned there are pretty upset, and that's why the VIX did what they did last night. Yeah, and for me, there is no second chances. Absolutely not, none whatsoever. You have to build. You had a chance to build up trust, to build that, and you didn't. You blew it. Link is pinned. Anybody that does want to come up, but we are just talking about the very bad incident where I think it was like 50 people were banned or something like that. I'm not sure. There was a lot of people where somebody randomly was just banning people, made a lot of work for them. And yeah, anybody that does that, I have no remorse for you. Sorry, none, none at all. Seek. Like I said, we can do a lot of things. We can talk to doctors, get you the help that you need, get you on some better medication there, seek some counseling if you're going through some problems in life. No problem. That's what we're here for. But don't ever just start banning people. Never. Never, never, never. That is not right with me. That is a big no no in my books. I'm very open, very lax. So don't ever do that, and don't porn bomb. Other than that, we're here to have a good time. We're here to. I've got coffee right now. Not switching to beer because it's too early, but I've got coffee. But you know, um, yeah, I was just like, I mean, Dozer. I mean, I know Dozer. We have lots of good chuckles and laughs. Sorry. And another thing too, I'm gonna be checking my account, every so often, and if I see some action that I don't like, then I'm gonna be like, okay, and I'm gonna be like writing it down there and watching more carefully there. And so don't try to think that you can do that. And I know that you can with old streams, and I know all of that. I also know too that um, that if you watch that stream, you could find out who does ban people. And and Andy, you're good stuff. So are you, Pat, Val, Traveling Fools. Who else is in here? We got a lot of people in here, and that's so great. Love the support. But really, it's you know these other people that were banned. They, I mean, how do you think they feel? I mean, they're probably ticked, thinking that, oh, the Vicks did something when they didn't. So no, I hope that they are. I hope you guys are. They are not. They've straightened it out. But I want to know who the culprit is. I know you're out there. I know you're lurking, and I know you're in here. And so click this button, come on in, and let's get this part. Get this interrogation going, so that way we can see your face, because you're gonna show your face, not your avatar. And otherwise I am going to ridicule you all over the bloody internet, and you won't be. And believe me, and I'll tell other people, and so you know come on up, fess up. Who is Tell us, what was your motive, why you did it, and did somebody pay you, and what was your intention in hurting the Vix? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And yeah, Pat, follow the stream rules. Oh, hang on here. Hey, Pat, how are you?
Pretty good, Oilers. How you doing?
Yeah, just really sad about this whole thing with Mrs. T and Rob,
It
because
is.
I
It's
mean,
happened on other channels too, Oilers. I've been on their streams and it's happening.
well, I
So
mean,
somebody got a vendetta against certain streamers.
that's right. And I think that what needs to happen is they need to put those aside. They
Hmm.
need to respect the host. I mean, you wouldn't go to your aunt and uncle's place there, and you wouldn't start banning or taking
Exactly.
telephone numbers out of your aunt and uncle, because they tell you to leave. They say, "There's the door. Have a nice day. Don't bother coming back." So why would you do that?
I
To
would
the
have the
most.
respect enough not to go there and be rude.
Yes, yes. And like I said, yeah, I mean, Steve, you were on there. I was going, what the hell? Like, I mean, like, there was a lot of nice people who I know on that list there, and I could not believe it there. I was like, I don't understand. Like, what's the object? What's the point behind it?
It's
I mean,
somebody that got really butthurt, is what it is. And they're
w-
taking it out on good people for no reason except for their own pleasure.
well, like I said, if they need help or counseling, we can set up a fundraise event and get them the help they need. If it's not covered, we can help
They
them. I will
definitely
I'll
need
do the
some kind of help.
totally. And I just I'm just kind of curious there. I mean, it would be nice to know what other channels it's happened, and if they found out who it was there. I mean, I wonder if there's a way to
I don't
contact
want to
them.
dox any channels because I haven't
Yeah.
had permission to say their names. But I know one for a fact last night the VIX came on that stream and they're pretty sure they know who did it.
Well,
They didn't
I
mention
sure hope
names.
I hope they apologize to the Vix for what they did.
Oh,
I hope that they
they
I
dang
hope that they
better.
Yeah, because I'll
They'll
tell
be
you,
banned everywhere if they don't.
like, if they come out now and say that it was them, we'll have, and then we're gonna ask question, well, what was your motive? Why did you do that? And then if they come out clean, great. And maybe we'll have a little bit. But if they don't, and they keep this going and in suspense, I mean, I mean,
This person has been doing it on the other stream that I was at that I was talking about. for a while now, so they're liking what they're doing. Sadly,
Yeah, but I'm not, and neither are you, and neither are the
either
Vicks. Nobody, all the band
is
people, all the 50 people that were in the list there. Like you should have seen
yeah.
the like
Well,
that was
get
not
this.
fun for that for the Vicks.
On the other stream I'm talking about, not the VIX, they're getting the people with the wrenches too. So that God mod thing may be a thing.
That God mod? What the hell is a God
A
mod?
God mod, I was told, is a person that has had a wrench, leaves a channel for a while, assumes a different account or accounts, but can still take that wrench with them. Traveling Tools
Okay,
kind of explained that.
okay, okay. No, no, and I didn't know that, and that very well could be there. But the thing is that well, then somebody should be alerted that hey, you have a new, somebody has changed. YouTube has got to crack down on this. They really have
Yes.
to do something, and really they should. Um, yes, Steve. So Steve is just asking. So the Vic BC, they had their bingo last night there, and a Dozer had a bingo. I don't know how many other people had a bingo, but they were blocked, and they went on the Mrs. T's Critter account, let them know, and somebody decided to block 50 people there. And my drinks and chat one there, which is was on it. I wasn't because I think my groovy and
I
my
didn't even
Oilers.
notice.
Yeah, and nobody knew,
I
and
was
I got
playing
two
bingo, didn't
bingos.
know it was a thing.
Yeah, and usually you don't get two bingos in a row. It's pretty unlikely unless there's a low amount of people play. But there's a lot of people who
Mhm.
are playing, and they were just being blocked. And I just don't know. Um,
The Vicks of
LW,
all people.
yeah,
Who have
LW.
they
Well,
ever
hey,
said a bad word about?
yeah, yeah, they're the most
They're mom and
nicest
dad of
people.
YouTube.
They are. They are. They are. They're the parents of YouTube, and the most politest people. I can hardly wait because to meet them in person, and I mean
Yes,
anybody to
that
do
would be
that.
awesome.
They are because Rob is great. I love the bingo. I love it when he drinks after everyone there. I think I'm going to start doing that. I love it when you know and LW, yes, there is. I'm gonna have, until we get to the bottom of this, there's gonna be trial on my channel until we get to the bottom of this, till we find out who this person is. And no, it's not Pat. She's lovely. She's definitely, she's in it.
No,
She's
I don't never use my wrench for bad. Never. I
oh
would
I
gladly give it up just to prove it. I That's the way it is. If
yeah,
I
so I
come to your
mean,
stream, I come because I want to be there.
yeah, and and that's totally good there, but I mean, last night, I'm not sure if you were on my drinks and chat there, but Ghost Eagle Guardian did a he did a really beautiful um in his language, and we finished up with, he did a really nice prayer in, I think, Apache, I think it was there. I can't remember. Ghost Eagle's in the chat. He can say that, but it was in his language. It was so great. And after the stream ended, I was like, I got like great people. I'm very lucky that the Vix introduced me to everybody there. I'm very lucky that they took me under their wing. I'm very lucky, and I'll always be grateful for that. Meaning, like
They're
people like
always
Traveling
so
Fools,
they're
you
always so
know.
willing to help everybody.
Yeah, and
You know,
I just, that's why I said I would love to know who this person is,
I
because it
think
would
all of
be.
us want to know.
We do, and you know what? Maybe that's what I might do on my Oilers fan. There is do some trial there, LW. There, I think I might do that until we get to the bottom of this. There, trial day 2. Find out
I hate to
who
say
is
it,
it.
but I fell asleep before the blackout bingo, so I woke up when the other stream was on that I'm talking about and heard what
Hmm.
had happened there. So I was
Yeah,
totally in shock.
it's just you know it's just sad. It's you're speechless because, like, what do you say? Like, you want
We can
I
all
mean,
guess, but we should not accuse until we know for sure. That's all I can say.
yes, I know, and like I said, people need to think of their actions before
Hmm.
doing it there, and think to myself, though, what trouble am I going to get in? What trouble is there going to be? What consequences is it going to be
You
there?
know,
Because
maybe one chance is okay, but if they are accused of that more than twice, I think they should be banned from YouTube, StreamYards, all of it. Period. They have no place there.
well, StreamYard you can't really ban. You have to actually go into YouTube. You can only just see the
Hmm.
comments on the side,
Yeah.
and so I mean that I can understand, but YouTube for sure, because I think StreamYard is connected to YouTube,
Yes.
and I know that StreamYard is like they do great stuff there. Like I'm really happy that I switched over because from the other streaming service and that. And if it wasn't for Traveling Fools and Rob just saying this joke of a stream, service there, that I was on before. Not gonna say the name, but it's like you need to get off of this crap and get on to StreamYard there and Traveling Fools, and I felt and I because I didn't know what everybody uses on YouTube. I mean, there's so many streaming services out there. There's
Hey, I
there's
wouldn't
so
even
many of
know
them.
how to run a channel.
It's well, if you ever do, I mean, I can always help you out, or
Oh,
the
I
best ones to ask are the Vics. They're the ones there. Traveling Fools is here. Traveling Fools will,
I'm
he's
just
always
happy
great
to go
stuff.
to the streams. I'll never be able to do that. I got too much going on in my life to
Yes.
dedicate the right amount of time,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
mean,
I got four grandkids that are constantly hungry and want to see grandma and grandpa.
well, like I said, I think we need to all come together as one,
Yes.
and we all need to help each other because I mean, there are notices that have gone up at grocery stores that everything's going to be going up
Oh
40%
yeah.
in my community, and it's going to be and I think we all need to lean on each other, help each other through the good times, the bad times, because we never know what's going to happen. I mean, we could see war. I mean, we don't know what Russia's going to do, we don't know
Yeah.
what North Korea is going to do, we don't know what Israel and what the other country's going to do. We may see Armageddon. I mean, who knows? So I
Agree.
think we just need to respect everyone and just kind of get along as family. And
$389 yesterday for groceries. I live in the States, and that's probably 2 weeks in my home.
wow,
And my favorite saying,
389.
yes,
Holy
that's
mackerel.
not even the tax part. So it's probably 400 plus. And my favorite saying is, and I want everybody to hear this, hug the ones you love. You don't know if you'll see them tomorrow.
That is so true. And
The
yeah,
world is scary right now.
it is. You know, when my grandma calls me, we chat on the phone. She always says, "Well, I hope I get to talk to you tomorrow. I hope I get to breathe another day."
That's just so sad to hear,
You
you
know,
know? My mom
yeah.
has reached the age of 89. I'm so thankful for that. But for her to see the way the world is now makes me so sad.
Hmm.
She lived through the depression. She taught me a lot. Learn to can, grow your garden, be can livestock, even if it's just chickens, you
Hmm.
know? Do what you gotta do. Learn a way to
That's
make filter your water.
that is so true. And I think my grandparents lived through that too, as well. I think my grandma did. I'm not sure if my grandpa did or not. I can't remember, but
They surely
yeah.
did, I'm sure.
Yes, I know my uncle who sacrificed his life. He lost his leg. And he got an artificial one, and I mean, I'll always be grateful. My aunt, who was a Legionnaire, who I got a very special pin in every single Remembrance Day. I always go to remember those that sacrificed, gave me a life that was able to, that's able to live and to cherish it. And
Mhm.
yeah, it's
I
just
don't know if you're familiar with the Murrah building bombing in the United States back in 1995.
What
My
was it called again?
the Murr building bombing. Me and my youngest son were supposed to be at that building that day it happened. Day before, I got a ticket for overtime on parking, and the lady wasn't there to service me at the Social Security office. The
Hmm.
next morning, that building got blew up. Me and my son could have been in that building. That's why I say, hug the ones you love. You never know if you'll be here tomorrow.
And that's so true. And I really
I
hope,
carry that ticket with me every day in my wallet to remind me.
yeah. Well, and that's so, yeah.
It really wakes you
Oh,
up.
Ty Spork says that was all over the news. Was that
Hmm.
Oklahoma? Steve was
Oklahoma
asking.
City, yes.
Yeah. Wow.
And I
That
live
is
out in the
something.
country now, and I'm loving every bit of the country life.
Oh yeah. I bet. I mean,
I may live in Tornado Alley, but my husband got me a storm shelter a couple months ago, and it was probably the best money we ever spent because it will probably save our life someday, sadly to say, but true.
yeah.
But be grateful what you have, people. Don't take
Yeah.
things and throw them away for granted.
Totally. And I think I love that saying. Pat, I think that that's really, you know,
Another one I like to say, and I'll put in chats where I go, hashtag stop the hate.
that's a good one. Yeah, stop the hate. Hashtag stop the hate. Yeah.
If I ever have a channel, that's what it would be named. Hashtag stop the hate.
Well, and you know what? Maybe one day you will get a channel, and if you do, ask the Vix, ask me. I'm more than
At
happy to
my
help out.
age, I'm just gonna chill, go fishing, have fun with my grandkids,
Uh,
and enjoy the streamers I go to see.
yes, I know. It's
And I want to say, Canada, you're showing it the way it should be. Everybody wake up. It's coming our way. I feel for you Canadians big time.
oh, it's only going to get worse. The budget came down, and apparently we're going to go in the hole by another $50 billion.
Oh,
So
our
I mean,
great leader, our great leaders got us to where we're never coming out of the hole and keep spending it everywhere but here.
yeah, I know overseas and everything like that, but
I
I mean, ours is just
hate to say it, but I've never saw a president that I wish was would have never been president until now. But it's the truth.
well, I think it is November 3rd or 5th, or I think you guys got elections coming
November
up.
7.
That's it.
But
Yeah.
I hate to say this, the way things are, they're so crooked. I don't even know if you can trust our politicians anymore. My God, I don't
Yes.
like either one I'm going to have to vote for. To be honest, you got one that lies, you got one that don't know what he's doing because he's senile. Put it
Yeah.
bluntly.
Yeah. And I mean, I know that is so true there, Pat. There. I mean, I
Who's the
mean,
better of the evil in that one?
well, you know what my grandma told me? My grandma told me, pick the one that's going to steal the most for you, the best crook that's going to steal the most for you. When I got to vote on my birthday, she said, now think about, she goes, what each of the leaders are promising, what the parties are. She goes, now she says, if there is somebody that's going to steal the most and then you're going to benefit from it, which one would you vote for? The one that you're going to benefit. So, you got to find out what their platforms are and everything
I
like
was
that.
raised that you don't believe a liar and you surely don't trust a thief.
No, but we gotta pick. I mean, look at really anything here in Canada. I would rather have a conservative right now than
Yeah,
liberal. I mean, look at. I
I
mean,
agree
we
to
know we
that.
know we know what we got. We got a guy who is just thinking that this carbon tax is the best thing. Actually, here in BC. We've got a sunshine tax coming in. It's an 8% tax that we're gonna have to pay. It's coming in. I'm not sure. I think it's May 1st or June 1st or July. But it's coming in very soon. I think May. They said. They're trying to implement it there. They're trying to pass it. And you know what? Where I live here in the British Columbia, Okanagan area, we always said, "Hey, Said, "Well, you know what? I think we pay the sunshine tax." Now it's come to reality that all
We're
of
paying a
BC,
water tax. Water comes out of the dang sky for free. They call it
well,
sewage. How does
Toronto.
water become?
Toronto's got a rain tax now. You hear that?
Yeah, we've had that for years. Go
Thai
figure.
spork, Thai spork. So the sunshine tax. Okay, so where I live, it's desert, and when it gets hot, it gets hot, and and so but we always thought that the realtors were charging a sunshine tax when you bought a house. Now it was actually coming in provincially. Good morning there, Wendy. Didn't see you. Sorry about that. Wasn't looking at chat there. Good morning, Wendy. Wendell's.
Hi,
Yeah, no,
Wendy.
yes. Um, so I
Well,
mean,
I'm gonna jump off Oilers because I got
okay.
to get off here, start my
Hey,
day, and I hope
no worries.
everything turns out good for the Vicks. I know it will. They're
Yeah,
good.
absolutely.
Hello,
Well,
Chad. I can't see you.
Pat, thank you so much for coming up, and you're always welcome on any of my, panels when I have streams and that. Always welcome.
I
And
just wanted to put in what I know. I won't say anything other than what I know, and that's it.
yeah, and
I
that's all
appreciate
you
you
that's
letting
all
me
you can
up.
do. Oh,
Yeah,
hey, anytime. You know what to do. You hit the link, come on in there, and you're always welcome. It's always a
I've
pleasure having
paneled
you.
more than I like to lately, to tell you the truth. I'm not much of a panel person.
Well, I mean, this is the first time you've been on one of my panels there with me. So,
I'm very
thank you for
picky.
coming.
I am very picky.
Well, you gotta be. You gotta be. You only
Yeah,
got so much time and so many days, so many hours in a day that you can only do so much. I mean,
yeah.
so, but yeah.
But I live in Oklahoma. It gets pretty hot here too. We like to
Wow.
call it Hellhoma in the summer.
Wow, interesting. Well,
If
here
it
where
ain't
I live,
tornadoes, it's the heat.
I live in the Okanagan, and I gotta tell you, yesterday was a high of 22 with wind, and actually tomorrow is going to be a high of 29 with wind, which is pretty freaking hot. It's not bathing suit weather yet. There's still wind, there's still cold, but people are out there. And we get a lot of people from Alberta who they come here, and it's like you feel like there's 300,000 people in our city, and not 40,000. So,
Yeah.
um,
It was
yeah,
hot yesterday and it's chilly here today, so
indeed, indeed, Steve. Yes, I do indeed. Yep.
but peace out everybody.
Okay, you too,
Have a good
Pat.
day. Nice to meet
Come.
you on here.
Awesome and good to see you. And like I said, yeah, I hope the Vicks find out who
They
this
don't
this
deserve this.
this. No,
They
they
so
don't.
don't deserve this.
They're good people, and
Yeah.
um yeah, like I said, I mean, I like LW. I mean, I don't know if he's still here there, but I might do trials and say, okay, come on up, time for your trial there, come on up.
Well, somebody
I'd
come
like to
up
see
here
that.
and keep him company while I go do my day.
Oh, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay.
Peace out all.
I'll still be here. I'm just here having a good stream and a good little chat, and that's basically it. Yes, absolutely.
Have a good one all. Bye.
Yes, you too. Yes, Pat. There she is. Amazing lady. Um, has been in the VIX, has been tremendous. Good first time that she's been up here. Welcome. Hey, Ferg, how are you there, Steve? And yeah, it's good to see Pat, and glad that she was able to come up. Love her models. Love her mottos, everyone. I mean, that's so true. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna have to clip that. I don't know if somebody did clip that, but I'd like to clip that, like to get that out there to people. Um, but if you're just tuning in, I know the numbers are going up, they're going down, but you're just tuning in there. The Vic BC Live, they had there somebody decided to ban a bunch of people, and and it's really wrong. It's really sad. It's heartbreaking because they're like my parents. not just YouTube, but parents. Um, they're just great people. They give their hard-earned money, and they don't deserve this. They don't deserve to be treated this way. They don't deserve to um, you know um, like this. And and now Pitbull Oiler fan forever is coming out, and I'm gonna come out and I want to find out who this person is. I want them to show their face on camera because I want to ask them if they were paid, what motivated them, do they have any mental health issues there, and I want to grill them. And like LW mentioned in the chat there, to um I would like to maybe we need to hold a trial. We need to hold them accountable, and maybe they will fess up, and hopefully that they will. And yeah, and I got somebody backstage, so hang on here. There we are. Hey, Windows. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, I decided to hold a stream because I would like to find out.
Fiction morning here.
Because I
Yeah,
wanted
look,
to.
no one's going to actually come up and admit it.
Well, you
Clearly, the
never know.
screaming banshee was watching me last night, and I'm sure the screaming banshee's watching me again now. Good luck to her.
If it was, we don't know.
And someone,
We still, she very well.
no, no,
It could be. We don't know.
no,
I
no, she
mean,
was watching me last night because she was over at Moss's there going, oh my god, they're over there accusing me of friggin' deleting fucking church. When someone's a friggin' liar, friggin' piece of shit, and you know who you are, you fucking banshee, it can't be trusted, man. When someone's going to be a bullshitter and deliberately do and say hurtful things about you even fucking met, they're just a hurtful, callous, no fucking regrets kind of piece of friggin' screaming banshee piece of shit.
right. Well,
And she knows who I'm talking about and knows she'll be there friggin' listening, just like she
well,
did to your channel last night,
that's
and then
fine.
go over to another channel friggin' bitching.
You
Well,
know,
that's what she
to
does.
each their own. But I mean, and if it is that person, then they need to fess up. If it isn't, but I mean, like I said,
Well,
I
they're
just
not going
know
to
that.
fess up because they're full of shit. Because they're a full of shit, friggin' hurtful, bludgy, lazy person. Getting there squaring laughing on friggin' someone else's channel about, I'm doing something about the carbon tax fucker. I'm letting everybody know. Oh my god, know what?
Well,
You consider the fucking ass squawking at people, calling people inbred. You don't actually get to learn much about the carbon tax on this friggin' Bertie's fucking channel. Too busy squawking at people in the chat, calling him inbred, calling him friggin', dupes, which is Canadian prison speak for a pedophile.
yeah.
That's her mentality.
Well, yeah, but I mean, again,
Calling them
um,
fistics. This shit
I hope.
goes on all day, every day in her channel. Calling me a
Yeah,
fucking pedophile as well. Calling me a transsexual. Tell me that this is a good person. Not
it
a
does.
freaking chance, mate.
Yes,
Not a
yes,
good
Sequel,
person by
yes.
a long shot.
And I mean, like Pat. I mean, she had a very good saying, um, and I don't know. Maybe she's in
Well, I
the
didn't get to
chat.
hear everything Pat says, and I don't mind that. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, Pat is also being delusioned by the fucking BXC. I don't know
well,
what anyone would want to support someone that friggin' calls people fucking names constantly. And that's exactly what that friggin' Banshee does. You know this,
well,
Oilers.
yeah.
So I'm
Oh,
not paying
I
number
know
for
it, I
bullshit
know it,
now here.
absolutely. But you know what? We need people to figure it out for themselves unless something happens to them. All I know is
Well,
that
no one's going to
it's
actually
just
come up and
sad.
admit that. No one's going to
It's just it's
come forward and go, oh yes, I
no,
done that because you're all a bunch of friggin' assholes.
but it's
No
just
one's
but
going to admit that.
it's just sad that it would happen to such great people like the Vicks.
Oh, I know. I
And I
agree.
mean,
I
um,
agree.
I just think that like they
I mean,
don't
we've all
need.
got our suspicions.
What was that?
We all have our
Um,
suspicions. Hang on, microphone leaves reception a bit like at the other end of the house. Yeah, man.
oh, yeah, yeah. Your microphone too is also. I can hear like you know. Are you able to fix your microphone? It's a little staticky there.
It's only just a shitty old cheap earpiece.
Oh, so okay, so see, people are asking. So the Vic BC Live, they had a bingo last night there, and somebody went haywire and decided to ban about 50 people and created more work for the Vics, who are very lovely people, and that's what happened there.
Well,
For
I love you, but bad explanation. So these people had a bingo game last night, and some of
yeah,
their regular people, out of their, some of their regular people, one person got a bingo, couldn't comment and chat and everything, and they realised they'd been blocked and banned.
yeah,
So because they know the Vics, they ran up sending the Vics a message um, to them up in another fashion, and then the Vics then went into their studio to see if that person had been banned, and then found another 50 other people who had
yeah.
also been banned.
Yeah, and one of
And
them
that's where
for
it was
was
become
my
the
drinks and chat one there, which was not a mod. So, anyways, I just that's what happened, and like I said, I'm really disgruntled about this whole thing
oh,
because it's just been like why would somebody like hurt them there when they're given their own hard earned money,
because they're
you
toxic
know,
assholes.
and yeah, totally. Whoever did that is fucked up. So you are right about that there. And I mean, I hope that this person gets the help that they need, and we can raise money. As I was saying earlier, we'll raise money and whatever. We'll give them the help, whatever that they need,
Beat
so
them
that way
up.
they. Um,
Someone that's going to do that, someone that's going to do that, the only thing I'll do is raise a friggin' hammer. Raise a
well,
hammer to their friggin' fingers so they can't be touching keyboards again.
I mean,
I certainly wouldn't
we'll
be
see.
injecting anything, but they need their fingers smashed.
I just It was because I mean, getting two bingos in a row. I've never gotten that before. What is it, Timber? But did Tim? I know did
Yeah,
Timber get
Timbers
the
had a
bingos?
couple of bingos on one night.
Yes, but was it in a row, back to back? That's a thing. That's the part that
Like,
is
you're
that's
talking about it like it's a friggin' impossible abnormality.
well, it is.
That's not
It is. I mean, unless really you got horseshoes up your butt or something like
not
that.
an impossible abnormality.
But I mean, it's just it's heartbreaking, sad to know that there is somebody out there that is wanting to get even with the most greatest two people on YouTube. And I mean, that's why you've got Pitbull Oiler fan, coming out, and
By
because
the way,
I
hi Queenie, glad to see you still watching Groovy's channel. Yeah, friggin' narcissistic cow. Yeah, narcissistic bludgeon cow.
yeah, well, I
Getting
mean,
everyone to pay
we're
your
gonna
way to friggin' sit in the fucking Jeep all day.
We're
I'm
gonna
sick of
see
you, you mouthy
what it
bitch.
is. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Shit has changed if you were living in my town, I can tell you now, girlfriend.
uh, you know, um, it's yeah. I mean, I just, I'm just lost for words because, like I said, I mean, somebody to do that obviously was not of sound mind, and it's
Oh,
just
well, Banshee. She's clearly not a sound mind. She is mixed personality. She can go psycho off at someone 1 second and you're like, Tony, that's not like some kind of bipolar freaking screwy shit.
yeah, absolutely. There, look at this comment there. Yes, yeah. Well, we will see. I know that they said that they will say who it is when it is, so that's good. And I hope it comes out a lot sooner than later. And so that way we can all move on. And I was just telling people that, hey, if that ever happened to me, that person would be banned, and they would never ever be allowed. I would never unban them. They'd be gone. That's it. There's just, to me, there's no second chances there, because I
And
mean
this is
you're
why you don't give everyone a wrenches. What people give everyone wrenches to just be nice and all the rest of it. No, you give people wrenches if you can trust them, not to be
absolutely.
nice.
Oh, we got somebody. Oh, hey, Steve, how are you? Good to see you there, Steve. I like your shirt there. It's got Canadian flag.
Yeah, a little one over here.
Yes. Hang on here. I'm just gonna zoom in. I'm just gonna zoom in. That's awesome. There
I
we
got
go.
one out the back. I got one out the backyard, but I don't want to put it upside down yet. Right? You know,
Oh, you should. We're a country in distress.
yeah, I know.
We are. How are things with you?
I look at the positive side. When it really goes shits up, I'll turn it upside down and I'll leave in the country.
True. That's a good way of looking at it there, Steve. It's always a good way.
Yeah, you
I've
know.
got I've got coffee. I know it's too early for beer for me. I know it's 4:30 for you, but
Yeah,
for me it's 1:30 here. I'm on the West Coast, so
It's not
not
yeah.
even
yet.
up 6 in the
Are
morning
you,
here.
you're in
I tell
BC?
people to wake up earlier,
I'm in
they
I'm in
believe me.
BC. I'm in
Uh,
BC. Yes.
I know a lot of. I know a couple of people out in BC, man.
Yep.
Actually, I know
Yep.
about 3 or 4 people out there. Really good people, man. And
Yep.
you know what you were saying there about the VIX. I don't know. Sometimes I go on, sometimes I don't.
Yep.
You know, it's when I get a chance, I'm on there, whatever. But
Great people.
that's
Or, you
sick.
know, they're
That is
it,
sick
it.
person.
Oh, totally. And like I said, I mean, it's sad too that that person has to go to that extreme low to do that to somebody's channel. I mean, um
It is.
And yeah, and you were talking about that big wrench there, and then traveling schools. I think he explained it to everybody, right?
yeah, and Pat came up and she explained it too on how that super mod, and of course I don't understand. I'm just learning the YouTube thing there, and the great people of Vic BC, they're the ones that got
Really good.
me involved. Yeah, they are there, and I'm just gonna throw up their channel here. This is their link there. You need to definitely try their.
No, no, I'm subbed up to them, but
Yes.
usually what I do, you know, if you get over 1,000 or something, and then I go on to somebody else and build her up or whatever.
Yeah, and that's always nice. It like it's just really sad because I've learned a lot from them. I mean, I love the critter cam. Mrs. T's got a critter cam, and it's really cool. And I love these squirrels in the middle of the night when as soon as the deer comes, they just scurry away there, and it's really awesome. But yeah, I mean
Did you
it's
know he got a picture up there with him and Chris Sky?
who
Vic.
okay, Vic BC.
Yeah,
Didn't know that.
yeah. Him and Chris Sky right there together.
S- somewhat.
Uh,
Um,
actually, actually, he put a post on there the other day. Chris
yep.
Sky, he's calling everybody losers. Get the fuck out of Canada. That's the truth.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, I just got a call this morning that my rent's going up $150. So, I mean, explain to me, and that's more than 3.5%. So,
Yeah, then
that's
you have to take that. You really got to stand up there, and then you said your community and 40%. Holy fuck, man! How you gonna live?
I know.
You
No,
know,
like I said, yeah,
if you're on, especially if you're on disability. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And the thing is I'm very lucky. I mean, that's why I go to Costco to get my meat because it's way cheaper. You save way more money. And here they gouge. They just gouge. You know, you go, to Superstore or Walmart or
Yep.
Safeway or Freshco or Metro out in your area there and wherever, and it's just insane that they're doing that. Yeah, and they got somebody's squabbling on the internet there that everything is going up. And yeah, hang on here. It's only 14. Yikes.
No,
Oh,
that gas tax is gonna
That's
that carbon tax. That'll hurt a lot of people. So eventually it'll get there. You'll eventually see it.
the gas tax.
That carbon tax. It's a gas tax, more or less.
Okay, it's warmer in Australia where you are there, Wendy. It's only 13 here, and we got the
Hey,
sunshine.
I know a few people over there in Australia too.
Yeah. Wendy is in the
Perth.
other. No,
No.
no.
Eastern
The
side.
other side. The other side. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Oh,
a beautiful area.
I have to get the map out and look at the other side.
Perth is on the west. Perth is on the west. She's on the east.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's 5
Beautiful.
different time zones over there, or 4 too, right? So.
Is there? I don't know. Wendy, do you know anything?
Yeah, no, it varies because some states have daylight saving and some don't. We don't have daylight saving on now because it finishes. It goes from October to March. I think the daylight saving here.
Yeah, you're
Everyone
static.
gets an extra hour or something.
Wendy,
Wendell's.
Bring
Yep.
them.
you're really staticky and we can't hear you. No offense.
Yes.
Okay.
Ferg, he's already out of the country.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Did he?
yeah, he's gone.
Let me hook up
Interesting.
my sound shit.
That's all I heard. I heard from a reliable source that
Yes.
he's out and he got on there for on his X and he said he'd laugh and hey, I'm out. See you later. I did what I could. And that's what people are doing now, right? I did what I could and I'm out. They saved a lot of lives. They did this. I've even donated to people, right? I'm not asking for fucking nothing
Yep.
back, right? You know.
Yep.
That's why I don't donate to people or whatever. I don't like to donate to a person that's drinking all the time or this or that. You know what I mean? And they give me this here. I said, don't give it to me. I really don't need it.
Ferg, she's gonna. Well, we did connect, but she's gotta set something up so that I can set it. I still have it. It's right here. It's quite beautiful. I'll even put it on the big screen there. But this is it, and this is from on the back there. It's mint, and so I have it here, and so I'm just waiting for her to give me an address where I can send it to her. There, so no, I haven't yet. Sorry about that, Steve. Said address.
Oh, that's a card for
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, for Kinna there. So I'm just waiting for her to get back to me, and I'll send that to her.
I've done lots of people things and favors and everything. I don't get nothing fucking back. I just say,
Oh, I'm here to help people. I'm here to help people. I'm not here. I'm not looking for any kind of rolling out carpet or anything like that. I like to help people. I have a very soft heart, and like I said, as I was saying earlier when Pat was on, that we need to help each other. We all need to come together as one, and we need to be here because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what the heck is going to
We
happen.
do need to
We're
come
in for a
together as
rough.
one, but when people are freaking full of shit, troublemaking freaking assholes, they deserve to be on fire, and I hope I'm pissing
oh,
petrol.
Steve-O is here. Steve-O is here. Steve-O,
Yeah.
he knows Queenie too, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
If nobody knows Queenie, Steve-O.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know that toxic cow. That nasty friggin' name calling friggin' thing. And a lot of people do because of her nasty name-calling attitude.
No, that's just the way
Claiming she's at the frigging protest rally bringing awareness to everyone. But she doesn't bring awareness. I mentioned to her myself, she could be doing so much good with that channel instead of calling people friggin' pedos and inbred and all the rest of it.
No. But she says that in a way, if you know what she's actually saying, she has a motto why she says them words. And if you actually look at the words that she says, she's not directing at inbreds or anything like that. She's directing it at like
she specifically called people pedos and trannies. She's called me a pedo, which I'm not.
Yeah, well, did you hear her feelings?
She's called me a tranny because I've got a deep voice. She's just a friggin' wannabe fucking make-believer.
Well, I called you lots of things before too, if you can't remember.
I know, but you're generally drunk. This is probably the soberest I've seen you.
Yeah, well, you know, this is my second one.
And that's not acceptable calling me names either when I haven't gone and called you names, Steve.
Oh, well, fuck you too. Cheers, though.
Yeah, let's just try and keep it civil there, Steve. Let's just keep it civil, though, Steve. Let's try and keep it because that's what it's all about, is to be civil. It's about you know, I mean, we're just here we won't gonna play in the same sandbox. So.
No, I told cops to fuck off, and they throw me in jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Yes.
You know, so.
Yes. Seagull. Yes, we know that. Yeah, no, I mean, just, it is indeed, and you know,
until we change it, you know, when people say when it is, until you change it.
That's I mean, but are we gonna change it, or are we not?
You can't change people's shitty attitude.
Well, it's not my attitude. It's like I can't agree with everybody, right? And then I get fucking nuts.
No, but Steve, we can agree to disagree, and that's all that we can say is just that we agree to disagree.
And we
don't always
disagree civilized in a civilized manner. Because someone doesn't agree with you, people don't need to be told to shut the fuck up, you fucking shit.
Right? We can, and then
there's a way to disagree. There's a way to disagree with people without calling them names, without picking on people's alleged body imperfections.
Me, I just kind of, I don't say anything back. I just, okay, you know, and just move on. And because there's a lot. I mean, there's too much stuff on TV, and you know, I mean, I can go watch the news.
Well, it's after you've been doing this for a while. Hopefully, you still got good tolerance, and you're still nice, and you're still.
I think I'm nice. I'm not sure. I don't know myself. So
you are nice.
I try to do that. I mean,
and I'm one of these kind of people. Well, but YouTube's been slowly breaking me to be a person who I don't want to be because of arseholes like, and I'll say her name, fucking Queenie, and her nastiness. And I'm not the only one that has this opinion. It's not like I've just pulled this opinion out of the air because of my own experience. I mean, man, write her name in YouTube. There's other people that have been doing streams about her. She's turning into what they call a lol cow, where she thinks she's all that in a box of chocolate, but people are just laughing at her. And that's not because I've gotten them to laugh at her. That's because of her own action, her own behaviour. And this was like stuff that people have been doing before I even knew who Queenie was. I liked Queenie first up, but then I had my first disagreement with her. And then suddenly I'm a tranny.
I can actually I can go on her channel, and she'll tell me to F off, and I just laugh at her. Right, so.
Well... Yeah, I mean,
I'm not taking it to heart. A lot of people do, You know, they take it to heart. And
well, why do people be so freaking horribly abusive?
I'm just saying, hey, screw you. I agree with you, right? You know.
Okay, what is this?
See,
People have
see,
got
this is where it's hypocritical. Everyone uses this expression. Oh, we need to just all come together and support each other. But then other people want
Yeah,
to
but
justify
listen,
abusing each other.
yeah, but nobody's going to do that because they have their own opinions, and that's why we're unique. And they want,
they
they
are.
want, they want,
And
they want,
everyone
they
having
want
their own
their,
opinions,
they
good.
want their stuff out there.
I don't have a
Well,
problem with someone having their own opinion. I have a problem with people having an opinion and being nasty about it if somebody disagrees. Instead
well,
of
no,
having a
you have to
discussion,
believe in what you believe in,
people
right?
have got to go, dribble, dribble.
You have to believe in what you believe in, right? Everybody's got an opinion. It goes from their asshole right to their head, okay? And then when they say, "Oh, this is what I think," well, I can't think that now because somebody else is telling me this and that and everything, right?
Right.
So I
It's not about what you
this
freaking
is what
believe
I
in, it's how
believe.
you put it
If you
across,
don't care what I believe,
in
that's on
my
you.
opinion.
Hang on here. I want to address this. Hang on here. People have got to stop donating to the protesters and use their dollars more wisely at this time. JMHO. What is that? What is that? I don't
I
know
don't
what
know what JMHO
JMHO.
is, but, but
I'd
Griff
rather
just
help
said
my neighbors and
fucking
family.
yeah,
Yes,
because
send
yeah,
BGM.
hell yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would too. I would rather help my neighbors and family out because we need to all, help each other out there. We don't know what we're in for.
Listen, I called my neighbor. He come down like fucking 4 days later. Well, thanks. I already did it, but I needed it then.
Oilers, did you hear that they arrested 6 people for the gold heist from last year at Pearson Airport? No. Wow. I
Yeah, they had that a while ago in Pearson. They're still doing an investigation on that 6 million. What was it? 6 million bars of gold came in or something. I don't know, but
oh, I heard something briefly about that, but I don't really know it completely. But wow.
yeah, it was an inside job there. I don't know if Air Canada had it on their fucking plane or some cargo plane, and they came in there and they robbed the fucking place.
6 people arrested from the gold heist. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Well, I wish I'd have gotten some bars of gold because I could sure use that right now. Some of that money.
Yeah, well, bars of gold, and then there's bullion, and then there's silver coins and silver gold coins too. So you know, your money's fucked. So I don't know. This road's going down to fucking hell. I'm telling you, man. And
Oh,
we all
yeah,
know this, right? We all
yeah,
know
yep. I know here in Canada, I know it's really,
it's fucked up, man.
yeah. Oh, Wanda, yeah, inside job with security. Yep.
So fucking right it was. It had to be.
Yes.
And Air Canada's probably supported it too, and that's why they're
Somebody
up.
got rich. Somebody. It was all about this, and somebody got rich. Somebody cashed in, and that's the sad part.
But the thing is, you gotta wait. You gotta wait and keep on. You gotta hold that goal, eh? And then you'll never get caught. But there's always going to be a rat out there, right? One
Yeah.
rat get caught, and then they're going to rat out the other people because they don't want to go to jail for
Yep.
life.
Yeah. Totally.
All the
And
time,
Yeah.
no doubt.
It's the same thing with the
it's
Hell's
to
Angels.
save. It's to save their butt. So they figure, well, if I rat out, somebody there, then I'm off the hook there. And
Well,
um,
actually, they're not. They put them in the witness protection program, right? And then they got nothing to fucking do, and they fuck up again.
hang on here.
It's like that. What was it? Casino.
Hang on
They
here.
put that. They put that there guy that was doing.
I
You
got somebody
know.
that wants to come up. Okay, can you turn on your camera, person in the back? Then you could have your avatar on. Just want to see who you are. Sure that we're not going to get the. That's all. I just need to see it there. We're backstage, so I'm not. Are you able to turn on your camera there, and then turn
If
it
he
back to your
doesn't,
avatar?
if he doesn't, I wouldn't let him up there, bro.
I'm
Okay.
just.
That's
I'm just
correct.
waiting. Is your
Yeah.
mic
Well,
muted? Just hang
Make
tight.
sure you get them to do a hand action as well, because people are very clever at using videos
Yeah.
backstage as well.
Okay. Well, I need to see your face before
That's
I let
right.
you up.
Yeah.
That's all. Plain and simple.
And, we can
Okay.
clip you. We can clip you too.
Get. Never mind. Okay, continue. I need to get. I need. Yeah. Okay. Hang on here.
Well, type in the chat. If they're trying, whoever's coming on panel, type in the
Yes.
chat.
Yeah,
Check
type
the
it in
panel out.
chat and
Just
Make
then
sure
give me
go
a
it's a
up.
moment
real
here.
person.
I didn't know. I didn't see anything here. Hang on here. Type. Oh,
I'd have to look on the news for it anyway. But
was that you there, Mister? Is that you, Mister Green? Was that you? Come. If that is, just let me know. Just say yes.
Well, he can type
oh,
in the main chat
Yeah.
if
type in
Mr. Green
chat.
come.
Yeah, we're seeing you
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. I just. If it is, then.
In the main chat, so your channel can be looked at, not in the private.
Okay, then come back up there again, and I will let you on there. I just wanted to know that I know you, Mister. I know Mister Green. Yes, wasn't sure who it was, so I. Okay, yeah, just come back then. No worries. Just come back then. Now that I know that it is.
Yeah.
Thanks for confirming. Put it in the private chat there next time. Just say.
Because that's the other type of toxic people. People that want to phone
Yeah,
bomb and do friggin' crazy
yeah,
fucking
no, but
crap.
I know. But I know this is. Hello, Mister Green.
Hey guys.
How are you?
Yeah, the camera doesn't work on StreamYard.
It's
If you
fine.
were on Rumble, my camera would work, but not on StreamYard. So,
I know
Oh,
you
I
got.
know this guy. He's a French guy. He's a nice guy.
oh yeah, I'm
Yes,
the French guy.
yes, I know.
I heard of you before, buddy. I know voices, but you don't
And
have
the
to say
Quebec
anything.
Nordiques. He's a and I you know
Oh
what I
yeah,
actually the Quebec Nordiques. Before they moved to Colorado, they had a good team. They were on their way to winning a Stanley Cup. And they didn't need to move the team, and I sure hope they come back. And there's actually talk of them building a new arena, so that way that Quebec can have a team, so that way Montreal has got a rivalry. You know,
yeah. That's the thing. I don't think Quebec wants them back. Period.
really?
No, no,
Uh,
seriously.
I think
I'd be really surprised if they took them back because the guy that sold the team was
yeah.
killed. Like he hanged himself in his hotel room in Florida after
Wow.
they found a Quebec hockey stick on his bed. So, like I say, it went so far that a lot of people said that yeah, bad thing happened to Mr. Obu.
Well, well then what? Why do they have it in their budget in the Quebec budget, the
ah,
provincial, to
that,
build a new arena?
that's all gaslighting. That's
yeah,
why
yeah,
the came
yeah,
in
yeah.
earlier. It's everything right now is about division. So any anything that can divide people a little more
Mm-hmm.
is what they want. It's by design. If people don't see that, it's their own fault in a way because it's you look like astrologists. You go talk to them and all that, and they're gonna tell you it's written in the stars at this point, and it's
Right.
been there for a long time that they try to control us, and one way or another, they will succeed because
Right.
that's what they're hell bent on. And our side is technically we just want to live our life and do our little thing, and that's it.
Yeah, but it's a nice arena. Like I mean, I looked at the plans
Oh,
because
maybe.
I thought, wow, I thought
Well,
this is beautiful. Like why? So what's stopping them? And of course they've got everything.
so
Like they got the land, they got everything.
let's ask the real question: why is after a fake pandemic? Because technically, the WHO was forced by the court to claim to take out the word pandemic out because it seems there's not in a pandemic usually the children are the one at risk and there were a problem in that and that analogy when they looked at how many were affected and all that and they had to remove that word pandemic because it wasn't what it was. So now they're going back on the thing, and with everything that happens during that time, from that time to now, why is we're seeing a drug epidemic on our street?
Well,
We're seeing the crime on rise. We're
because
seeing
Yep. Yep.
we're seeing all the shit that happens in schools everywhere. We're seeing everybody joins their tribe. Like everybody right now are making their own tribes and all that. there's a reason behind all that. And then there's the government telling us, oh, yeah, but we get to send our money there, 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 there. What about us? What about our people? What about
Yeah.
mass immigration in our countries and all that that nobody
Well, it's
wants?
happening.
And,
There's a lot of immigration though happening.
and nobody, as far as I know, nobody is against immigration. Period. Like we're all immigrant on this continent, as far as we know.
And
So we're
we're
not
being
against it.
True.
invaded. What they're doing about that drug thing you were
Uh,
talking about, right? They should be opening more rehabilitations, not
uh,
giving people
yeah,
drugs.
just let me finish a bit. I'm
Yes.
almost done. And then after all this, why are they spending all our money on shit that we don't want? Why are they bringing in all those people
Because
that
they
we
want to
don't want?
bankrupt us and
Because
they
they,
going
they are they are technically replacing us, and we're letting them do it.
Well, look at AI. I mean, AI. Did you see that? I mean, our government's spending a lot of money on AI. Did you not hear in
But
the budget yesterday there
do
that
you know? Do
AI
you
is
know?
getting a
Do you know
huge
why they're
boost?
spending on AI?
Why?
Digital credit. That's their only reason, and the whole world why they were
central
like
bank
they
digital
they
currency.
they had the technology in the 90s to go on AI, and they didn't. They
Hmm.
waited up till now to invest everything they have on AI because they know they're pushing their digital credits so hard, and all their ideology that they weren't able to push for the last 50 years, they're putting them all in 10 years. And they're like, now deal with it because your predecessor always fought us. So now we're
Yep.
pushing it down your throat, and you will take it. You will submit. And people are like, no, we won't.
Well, that
And
passed though. The Senate though, the central,
but that's the thing.
the currency thing, the digital currency thing,
All
that
the
passed.
government, all the government, technically, in my country, are against the people of this country. Every
Mhm.
single one of them.
Well, you're
Like
in right in
no
Ottawa
one.
there, so I would. I
Yeah,
mean, I can
exactly.
see.
I'm right in the middle of it, and I'm seeing it. Like no one wants this thing, but they're still going ahead with it. They hear major, like whole province saying, "No, fuck you. We're not going this way," and they're still
Yeah.
like, "We're gonna push it down your throat,
Oh.
regardless." And for me, I'm looking at the whole thing, and it's all orchestrated because they have a plan. They have a date. They even told us what the date was, that they are
Yes.
pushing that. So
I know.
what I don't understand is why humanity doesn't get up and say, okay, you told us what you are. We want nothing to do with you anymore. Up you go to the shuttle and up to the moon. That's it. We're done with them. Like they are here to suck the blood dry out of everybody, and at the end, we're letting them do it
Yep.
slowly. And it's like, well, no, I don't want to
People
be
are
that
scared.
frog
People are
that
scared
goes
to
in
be a
hot
voice.
boiling water. I don't want that because they're raising the water more and more and more, the temperature of the water, and we're all going to be cooked at some point. And then they don't care because they will replace us with everybody else on the planet that has been asking. But yeah, it's weird. India doesn't have that population cap. China doesn't. They have it, but how many people did they have? Like the world is full of people, and we happen to have one of the biggest part full of forest, and it's barely used by anyone. So they're like, "Oh yeah,
Hmm.
we can bring billion people here, and everybody will be fine." No, it's going to be war, constantly war, over and over and over. And they're like, "Oh no, no, no! We're just going to throw money at it because." Like, why are they spending on all those projects? Like in my city, high rise are going up, but homelessness is going up too. Like people with jobs are forced to go on the street now, and they still work, but they don't have a place to live because
They're living in
the rent
cars.
situation is just too much.
And
Hmm.
you must know Chris Darcy, don't you?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like I say, the I know most of the people that you guys were talking about earlier. For me, I see it as a lot as
Oh.
division because people don't know each other. For me, I can't say nothing until I met those people in person. And once I met them in person, there's a lots of things that I used to make videos and all that about what we were doing here in Ottawa. And then I stopped because I realized I'm like, well, first, I'm not
Oh,
a
you should
journalist.
continue. You should continue there. I like
No,
watching your
fir-
stuff, though, Mr. Green.
first, I'm not a journalist. Second, I'm only one voice of one small fringe minority in my country. Like the I'm deemed a criminal in my country because I
But
refuse
but
to
you're
admit.
bringing you're telling people what actually is happening, the truth.
Yeah,
And
but
the
it's
thing is
still
that
I'm still labeled a criminal and a
to the
bad person.
government you are, but to us you're
No,
not, because you're
no.
enlightening us and what's happening,
Yeah.
and you're informing us as to, hey, this is, could happen. And because I know Wendell's, you're in Australia,
Mhm.
that Australia follows Canada, so it's just a
Oh,
matter of
I
time
know.
before Australia will.
No,
I've been on few panel with Wendell and all that, and she's awesome. Like I have no problem with it. I had few questions at the beginning, and then we had our conversation, and it was fun. Like she comes
Yeah,
on other groups where like there's other group that I'm part of that technically, but it's a different. Like we talk about pretty much everything, and we don't care about like other people's biases and shit. Like I never did. Like a lots of people say, "Oh yeah, that person is this." I choose not to label someone because all my life I've been labeled, and I'm against the system for that reason. I hate putting a label on people. People are who they are, and when it's time to fight, you see their true color.
right.
But
Wanda's got something a few days ago. CIBC users couldn't access
oh
any
yeah,
money from their accounts. Why? It's
really?
all
Oh,
controlled.
I know.
Wow.
I know the Scotiabank is
So
coming with
what's
it too.
CIBC? I don't know what
Yep.
CIBC is.
CIBC is the Canadian Imperial a Bank of Canada. It's basically
No, it's
they're
a
in bed,
Chinese bank. It's a Chinese bank, just like Scotiabank. It's all
and
Chinese. But actually, I went in, and there's more Indian working behind the counter than anything else now. They removed
yeah,
the Chinese and they replaced them with Indian, which I'm like, okay, I
cheaper.
guess the. Oh, I
yeah,
don't think it's cheaper. I just think it represents more the demographic of my city right now.
Right.
it's
Like
called
the Asian that
DEI,
were there, the Asian that were
diversity,
there weren't.
equity, and
Yeah,
inclusion. That's what it's called.
no, it's the Asian that were at the desk weren't able to communicate well with the new Indian population that's coming in the city. So now you
Yeah,
got one black person and you got three Indian person with
Yep.
different type of Indian. Like one has a turban, the other one doesn't. The other one has an something like an hijab or something like that. So it's like they're
they're
going at
probably
it that
wearing
way.
they're probably wearing saber. Imagine wearing a
Oh,
saber
but
in BC,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Wearing a saber behind the bank.
yeah.
Heck,
Listen. They're here in BC, not only down in
Oh
Surrey,
yeah,
but they're also here in the Okanagan
yeah,
there.
out back.
I mean, they believe me, they're all over the place there.
Oh yeah. And like I say, the we I never had the problem with immigration, but I'm telling you, I've been on the waiting list for low income housing for 12 to 13 years now in this city, and I'm still not getting a place that's affordable and normal with no rats and no bugs and not shit like that. Meanwhile, those
Wow.
people comes in and they take all the apartments and all the houses and everything because they're subsidized by the government to do this. How come I'm not receiving any subvention to move into a nice place? No,
because
they're like,
they
no,
want
no, no, we
they
don't
want to
want you.
kill you and they want to get you out. That's what it is.
Then
Yes.
they're wondering why people in this city choose not to work in this city anymore and say, hey, look, you see the like for me, I refuse to work for the reason that yes, I'm half disabled, but I still can do something, and I refuse to give them a damn dollar of my taxes just because no, none of them deserve it. None of them
No,
deserve
they.
it. But that
Yeah, but
is that
if we
that
had to pay taxes, we got to pay taxes. I
but
mean,
that does impact myself. Like I'm a poor person in this country, and that nobody gives a shit about.
Wait till the last day
But
and mail it in.
that
yeah.
is why technically the only thing that they
Well,
weren't able to censor out of
there's
me
only
was
two
my voice.
guarantees, and that's death and taxes.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Those are the only two things that.
And the only thing in my life they weren't able to censor is my voice. So I keep speaking to be myself, and a lot of people don't like it when I say, "Oh yeah, they branded me as a criminal." Well, technically, I took that label and I stayed with it. After 26 years of not being in trouble, I'm still using the word criminal because that's the label they put on me. I can't travel. I can't go anywhere. I can't find a good job.
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to find a good job. As soon as you pass a criminal check, they're all like, "Oh yeah, but oh that happened back then, but it still happened." because of that, I
Yeah,
can't
this
get
happened when
those
you were
nice
like
plates that
15
the other
years
people.
old.
Actually, that is
I
not
can't get the
true.
credit
So you
either.
can get a pardon. You can get a pardon,
No, I
and
can't.
after
No, I
after
can't.
That's
7 years,
not true.
yes, you
That is
can.
not true. If you
Myself personally, I
Why would
can't.
you want to apply
your
for a
thing
pardon
goes
after 7
away, it
years if
goes
you
to
haven't
pieces.
committed any
If you're
crimes
not
for
a
20
threat,
years?
you can go anywhere.
But
All right.
the
You
pardon in
actually
Canada
don't
is
need
technically
pardons.
alive for
People get
people like me.
pardons. That's why they make money, right? If you're not a threat, right, you can go. But
But
it's the
that's the thing.
other
They see me
people's
as a threat.
government saying, "Oh, we see your criminal record. Get the fuck out of my
Yep.
country."
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
understand that 100%. But like I say, because they choose to put that label on someone, like for me, I would have waited until I was 18 or something like that when I was an adult before I put something and make sure it's like, no, no, no. Everything I done as a kid is the reason why I can't go across borders. Meanwhile, it happens as a kid. But then since they put the
Yeah.
label, the pardon for me doesn't apply for the reason that I always gonna see myself as a criminal because it started so young and I'm like, okay, well, look, if you give
Hmm.
me the choice between being a good guy or a bad guy, but I'm telling you, being bad guy pays way more than being a good guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's why
So
I say
if
that
I'm left,
reserve.
if I'm left at the end, if I'm left with no options, well, I have no choice to go back to criminality. But does that make me a criminal? It's like, ah, come on. But I do understand what you're saying about the pardon and all that. But because of that type of mentality, my pardon will never be accepted by the RCMP. Like the RCMP, they like I did it 3 times. I got a nice letter telling me that it's for life in my case. Like they want.
Really?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like I say, if they send me to Cuba, I'll start a freaking revolution in Cuba. Like anywhere they're gonna send me, I'm against political bullies. So right there, out of the bat.
Well, I'm right there with you. I don't like being bullied too. So.
Mm, exactly, but I'm
Uh,
too vocal about it, so they're like, okay, you want to really show? I'm like, I can hide it. I can do like all the others and succeed, but I choose not to. Maybe
I'm,
it's dumb of my part.
I'm
It's
again.
possible, but I learned to live with it enough that I accepted it. I took their word. I took the word and I used it in my advantage. Just like they called us a small fringe minority or a bunch of bigots and stuff. Yes, okay, I'm a bigot. So what? They want to call me a racist. I'm like, okay, call me a racist. Most of my friends are
But
not from here.
actually, you're not a racist because you probably got a lot of
No.
friends that
Oh,
are whatever.
most of my friends, like most of my friends are colored, and it's like, yeah, 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 and they laugh when they hear that because they're like, yeah, yeah, you got biases, yes, but you're not racist. I'm like, no, I'm for the human race altogether. I can't be racist. I love everyone until you give me a reason not to love you. Then I hate you to the core. And it's like, yeah, that's who I am. I'm not going to hide that. I think if everyone on the planet was forced technically to show who they are truly before any interaction, I guarantee that would alleviate a lot of the freaking problem on this planet. Like if people choose to be true to themselves and say, hey, look, this is who I am. I see Wendell
Hmm.
doing it. I'm doing it. I know a bunch of people doing it.
Well, I
And
could say I'm a sinner, and there you
you
go.
can.
There's a.
If that's what you believe in and you think you are a sinner, but it doesn't. That's what I mean. It's like everyone has their personality and all that. And in that personality, there's something in there that everybody has to cope with each other. But that's the part that needs to be coped with. So technically, if people put it up front, like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that, and then people talk with you and have a conversation, then they realize, okay, well, it doesn't mean because he's this that he can't be polite, that he can't be civil, that he can't have a conversation with other people. And that's where they're calling us racist on. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I want the conversation, you're calling me racist. Oh, you can't say that. That's fascist. I'm like, I don't go with that title of what you want to label. Thank you for letting me know you're a labeler and you love putting label on people, but I don't go by that. Sorry. And then
Hey,
people are like,
when
no,
they
you're
put a
mad. I'm
label
like,
on
yeah,
you,
okay.
they're judging you, okay? And they're no
Yeah.
fucking judge.
I know. Well, technically, we are the judge, but it's our
Yeah,
job to choose
we
not
the
to
people
judge.
are the judge.
Like I choose to evaluate instead of judging, and then when I'm done evaluating, then I judge.
Right.
And people hate that because they realize, well, it takes someone that's a little intellectual to be able to do that. And when they looked at me and they talked to me for a long time, they realized, well, I do have an aggressive part of myself that wants to murder everyone. But do I do it? Do I think about it every day? Yes. But do I do it? No. It never happened in all my
Well,
life. I'm like, am I really a
that's when
bad
you're coming,
person?
Mr.
Right.
Green. That's when you're
Yep.
coming down. That's evil in anybody, right? I got a charge
That's
on
what
me.
I
I
think so too.
injured an officer, right? I don't even know what the fuck I did. If I wanted to injure an officer and I was really
Yeah.
evil, I'll just fucking run you fucking
Yeah.
over.
Well, that's one of the no, that's one of the reasons. As a kid, when I was growing up as a teenager, I didn't know the boundary of this. I didn't know none of that. And I did injure few officer along the way. That's one of the reasons why my criminal record will never be erased. It's like, no, no, no. I got a problem against bully in society, and cops are one of them. They're the biggest bully in my eyes. And in Quebec City, oh,
Oh,
they
they
are
look
really
nothing
the
worse than
yeah.
motherfuckers.
Oh
That's
yeah,
why I got
no.
my charges. No
Yeah,
offense
In
about Quebec.
Quebec, the police in Quebec, like I say, I was always disappointed with them for the reason that they got no common sense. They don't
Hmm.
know how to do their job, and their job is to be worse than the bad guy. And it's like, yeah, no, I can't stand that. Then I moved to Ottawa for 20 years. Everything was fine, and in the last 6 7 years, everything has gone to shit because we
Hmm.
had good police officer in Ottawa and they all left after the convoy and all that. They all left. They all fucking retired and all that. They wanted nothing to do with what was coming. So
Yeah.
right there,
Now,
that was
Do you think there'll ever be another convoy that comes to Ottawa there, Mr. Green? Do you ever think
no,
that maybe
um
that might
nope. They
well,
got that fucking place locked down like crazy. You wouldn't believe it.
but that's the thing. There's been many other convoy that came to Ottawa. They're just unspoken for.
Yeah.
Like it can't be online. It can't be talked about for the reason that right
Mhm.
now, for the last 6 years, the government, that's the major thing. As soon as they saw a Quebecer and an Albertan hugging each other, it terrified the heck out of them because they realized the two group that hate each other the most in
Yeah.
Canada are
Oh,
able to hug each other.
yeah, I
So
remember that.
if
Yeah.
we're able to put our differences aside as human, they are gone out of here and they realize that. So at this point, do I think I seen it happen? I saw quiet convoy coming in from almost everywhere in the country, small quiet, and yeah, sure, they got here, they did their thing and then they left, and that was it. Are we gonna have the same event that we had prior to they stay and all that? No, that's never gonna happen because
No
people.
bouncy castle? No bouncy castle for Trudeau to bounce on?
But that's the thing. With the thing in Alberta, they have bouncy castle there. They have horses.
Yeah.
Do they have the right technique to do what they're doing? It's not to me to judge on. Like, there's many people in there that I see doing their thing, and I applaud them. They're doing something. And
Yep.
for
Totally.
us online to be like saying, oh well, yeah, but this is not proper, it's our personal opinion, but that doesn't mean that that person is not doing well. Or like I say, I seen what's happening
Yep.
in Alberta and everything. Do I disagree with some of the tactic? Of course I do, because I'm an aggressive person. I'm a violent person. I want bloodshed in a way, but I do understand why it's not happening, because good people are prevailing, and I'm like, okay, I'm glad in a way, but I understand they did trample a native person, and just for that, I will always want blood. I'm like, no, 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 no. Until nobody said they were sorry about trampling Candice and all that, and it's like, well, look, she's
That's the Canadian government way. They want you to fucking suppress you.
and that's what I mean. It's like it doesn't mean because I want blood that I'm gonna go and get blood. No, 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 no. For me, I learned my place in society as who I am. I learned that I need approval of a lot of people before acting out on
But
something.
you know what? You're not gonna you're not going to get it because a lot of people are not going to agree with you.
Uh,
But I
only
agree with
only
you.
because of the division. Only because
Yeah,
True. Yep.
but
the government puts so much division out of everyone, and they're letting everything that's happening. The government is not saying a freaking thing. They're standing in the back, pushing their law. They're passing them without people wanting the law there, but they're still passing it because they see it. People are not going to the door and grabbing them by the neck and pulling them out. That would stop everything right there. I'm telling you, all the laws that they're passing now, if a major group like 10,000 people would just walk in and remove them out of there and bring them somewhere and beat the heck out of them, I guarantee none of the freaking people, like, people are like, oh, they would bring the emergency act. I'm like, so what? They already did, and they trample someone and you let it happen. Shame on Canadians
Yeah,
on
but they were also reprimanded that, of course, they didn't have the right because none of those things in that emergency act happened. They just brought
that.
it in there,
And
because
again, that's what I mean. They
it's
did
called
it.
fear,
Our government,
scare.
our government is using criminal tactics on every Canadian, and good Canadians don't know how to battle the criminal. I do.
Well, it's like now they're trying to say that we cannot go on social media and say bad stuff about them because we could be thrown in jail.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They can put me in jail as much as they want. I'm gonna turn that jail against them. Like I say, that's what I mean. They can't send me anywhere where I'm not gonna try to incite something because I lost faith on all good Canadians. They lost the freaking battle. Yes, they're winning here and there, but the court is saying no to them. The Supreme Court told Justin Trudeau that he committed a crime. He was persecuted for the SNC Lavalin thing.
Oh yes, I
He got
remember
found
that very
guilty.
much so.
He got found guilty by the court, and he decided to go with it and say, "Hey, fuck that. I don't care." So what is why is every Canadian not do the same thing then? Then the court has no value. The police has no
Well,
value.
they're
Their authority
slowly
has
they're
no
slowly
value.
on to what the government's doing, though, Mister Green. They're slowly on. People are just starting to realize that, hey, okay,
But that's the
enough is
thing.
enough.
Is
Because I got a text, yesterday saying time for you to get your shot there. You haven't had one since, and they have the date there, and it's like I don't need my job. I mean, I've got everything. I'm not getting any more.
Yeah, no, I
I
know.
mean, I hate
And
that.
but that's what I mean. It's people instead of taking an action, a real action, they're just getting angry in the background because that's what it is to be a good Canadian. And I don't disagree with the good Canadian in this country to say, oh well, I want my normal life too. I'm just not allowed to go in my normal life for the last 30 years because good honest people don't freaking take an action. And why should I my kind has to pay for the good, not good, like no action from the good side to, well,
Yes.
what you're telling me that everything that happened in 1945 was in vain and all that, my
Hang
grandpa
on here.
died and all this for nothing.
Here we go.
Oh
Here
yeah,
we
no, I know.
go. I
That's
got
why I
this.
put it there. It's a good joke. And at the end of the day, I understand what's at stake. And my grandpa told me at that time, they brought those people that they waived in Parliament. They brought them back. And he told me his biggest regret at the end is not putting a bullet in each of their head. He left the army in shamble back then because, and he told me, never join the army.
What is
Canadian
this?
army are freaking sissies and they work with the Nazi. That's what he told me back then because they allowed the Nazi that they salute in Parliament Hill is one of the one that my grandpa brought back. And he talked with them and he's like, every one of them should have a bullet in their head right there. Don't make them an ally. No, they give them a freaking nice position. And 30 years later, they fuck Canada. Go figure why.
Yeah.
It's all been planned. They want to eradicate us and we're letting them do it slowly. I understand with the pandemic thing what happened. Yeah. Everybody technically fell for that one. But
I,
then lots of people like for me, I didn't fall for it. But then I understand. Like, look, like I think 93% of the whole planet wear a mask at some point in time for like a week. So
Sure.
the everybody on the planet fell for it at some point in time. But then because we were forced into it, and but then people started realizing, hey, whoa, 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 there's something there.
Just
You can't go against my right as a medical patient. Like, and I am a medical patient to start with,
can
and
can I just say something? We in about 15 minutes, I do have to go get ready because I have got to go out and I got some stuff to do. So I just wanted to say that we got 15 minutes. Just that's all.
All right, I gotta leave, guys. God bless you.
Okay.
have a good
Okay.
one, Stevie.
Good
You,
seeing you.
you,
But yeah,
you,
we do.
you two there over Australian girl.
Take care
Have a
there,
good one,
Steve.
buddy.
Okay. God
Yes.
bless. God bless, guys.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, we got 50. Got because I got stuff to do
Yeah.
there and oh yeah. But okay, continue on there.
So
But
yeah,
yeah,
no. Technically, we like humanity has been on that battle to decide what to do, and people are like, we don't know what to do. Well, it's easy. You go outside, you gather a massive group of people, you walk right to your parliament, you grab them by the neck. Every authority that's there, you grab their gun and you grab their neck. You make them stop not being able to take their gun away. You get them and then you walk them out. Like, but it needs massive amount of people to remove their guard dog out of the way. That way we can remove them out of power. But
right.
maybe it's me inciting. I'm like, I at this point I don't know, but I'm like, is it really a bad thing inciting
Hi,
people
Ferg.
to want to go back to their life?
Yes. I yeah, I look. I don't want to go back to mask mandates and everything like
Oh no,
that, and
oh no.
that's ridiculous. I will. I'm sorry. I'm done with that. I did been there, done that once and done. You can only fool me once.
Eh, someone online the other day, the like was talking about the climate crisis and the CO2 and all that, and I'm like, okay, so you're talking about CO2 emission, and here I'm there in the background watching like 15 different volcano just spitting ashes in the air and all that, and yeah, the volcano and on this planet are been erupting for the last 6 years. Go figure. It's 6 years now. It's been nonstop. They've been going like crazy. And now they're telling us about carbon footprint and all that shit. Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, so who's going to go and tax the volcano? Because and then people are telling me that humanity is polluting, it's contributing 10 times worse than all the volcano on the planet. And I look at the guy and I'm like, are you a clown? Really? Are you a clown? You're telling me that humanity is polluting more than a volcano. And they're like, oh, yeah, 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 it's creating more CO2. And I'm like, dude,
That's
you're
just somebody
deluded.
that's messed up there. That's
Exactly.
all. Somebody
Meanwhile,
that's
they were trying to debate me on that. And I'm like, look, I'm not going to have the debate. I know what logic is. And logic dictates that the volcano
common
spitting
sense.
ashes in the air creates way more CO2 than all of us would ever create. But then the fact that you're unwilling to talk about it tells me that, yeah, there's a problem. The problem is with you, not the climate. The climate has nothing to do with, and the CO2 has nothing to do. It's you guys can't stand. If you're gonna go that way, bon, how about you ban all the jets? No, no more traveling on this planet. How about we ground every single jet? Oh, humanity wouldn't be happy then. Oh no, we can't do that. It's like taking alcohol
Yeah.
out of everywhere on the planet. They can't do that. They know they have a riot on their hand the next half an hour. And it's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's certain things that they learn to control that people don't care so much, like CO2. Well, who cares about CO2 really? Did we ever bother how much CO2, like in a fart? Did we bother how much CO2 there is out there? No. So they use that because they know we don't really care about it. But then when we come out with the scientific evidence that says, hey, a volcano pollutes 300 million times more than every human on the planet, then they're like, no, that's not true, that's misinformation. I'm like, no, it's not. That's what oh yeah, look, the science department of all those countries agree with that, and oh, they're the one making the paper. I didn't do this, they did 5 years ago. So why would the volcano polluted more and made more CO2 6 years ago, but now in the last 6 years, oh, they don't? Because what, you choose to? Oh, okay. It's like their narrative is technically clear. We're the CO2, the carbon that they're trying to remove out of this planet. We're the
Wow.
carbon that's fighting them. Everything else, like the rich wants to, they want to enjoy their privilege, because with us here, they can't enjoy their privilege. We keep reproducing. We're everywhere. And it's like they can't stand that thing. And they can't stand that they might have to restrict themselves at some point in time. And it's like, well, look, I don't know, but if you ask me, if the planet is built for rich people or poor people, I would say it's mostly poor people on this planet. Rich
But rich
people,
people, but the rich
one
get
percent.
richer and the poor get poorer, though,
Yep.
Mr. Green. That's how it
And
Yeah,
works.
yeah, mostly
yep,
poor people, but the rich are the ones that get the protection.
That's right.
exactly. And it's in every single
It's
country. So
the
why?
government always looks to the rich because they
Yeah.
know that's what's going to help them in the, it's just,
And
yeah,
that's what I mean. At some
same,
point in time,
same.
And
we
when you
need
say help
to.
them, it's not help them, the government, it's
Yeah,
help them actually personally.
Yeah,
Personal
exactly.
gain, not
yes.
Exactly.
country
It,
gain.
it's all about their personal gain, but then I don't understand what like what would it take for humanity to force them to seize their bank account like they did with a lot of people that they call bad people?
Yeah,
How
Hmm.
about we seize all their account and we split it through evenly through
Hey,
all
rig pig.
people?
See you there. Yeah.
Yeah, the and I think that would be something, but then people don't want, like, I understand why people want to go back. Like, it's nice to be able to live a normal life. It's nice to have a couple of kids in a house and all that. For me, I love to have the opportunity to get there, but that opportunity was taken away as I was a kid because I made other choices, and I'm like, okay, then I grew up and I learned. I'm like, well, there's something weird about the system.
Hmm.
Why was I ostracized as a kid? Since I'm a kid, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was trying things here and there, but then, oh no, I get ostracized there. Then later on, all this made other choices in my life that weren't that good because of that. Because I didn't see an options. I didn't see no options out there. Like, when you're hungry, you're hungry. You go get food, and it's like, or you get money. But then when there's nothing to do to get those, well, how far are you gonna go? Then you realize, well, maybe I wouldn't have to do this if there weren't be so many people that didn't care about it. Like, we, like, as country, we need to care more about nature, each other.
Oh,
Uh,
sure, absolutely. We got
like,
to
oh
help each
yeah,
other out.
like, we need to connect with each other to a point where we know everyone, and then we can handle what's going on. But because we don't know what's around us and all that, we can't connect to it anymore because they're trying to change it to what they like. But do we really
Yeah.
want them among us?
No,
We don't.
no.
Did we like lizard people? No. Look at the old TV show that was called V
Lizard
for
people.
Visitor. Yeah, V for Visitor. That's how I see them. I'm like, okay, they want to eat rats and all that. Okay, it's their choice, but can they do that on the moon? Yes, they can. Oh yeah, I
Lizard
would make
people.
them build a new colony on the moon because they don't belong. Like, there's a portion of humanity that doesn't belong with us, and because of that, certain part of human can't cope with the rest because of this. And it's like, yeah. One brings the other one. It's like the yin yang, and one, like, the
yeah.
good brings the bad. And it's like, okay, well, how about
Yep.
we make it in the middle? That way, it's some good, some bad, but we're always centered. I
Wow.
think that would be better, but and there's a massive amount of people on earth that wants that, and there's only a few that stops it from happening because they don't want us to connect with each other. I'm like, okay, well, can we, like, in this world, we all know we do have really bad people that are asking us, hey, look, let me do this. Like, if it was me personally, I, I've been saying for a long time, let me go after the freaking pedophile. I'll butcher every single one of them. Oh, no, no. It would be my
Take
Are
the
pleasure.
you talking
number.
about the PM? Are you talking about the PM?
Uh,
Prime Minister?
Just
I'm
all of
talking
them.
about a lot of people on this planet. A lot. A lot of people just need to go. And they need to go.
Governments.
They,
Governments.
they're not just government. Like
No, not just
Oprah
government.
Winfrey and all those people in Hollywood. Hollywood needs to go. Like, all of it needs to go. It needs to be eradicated to the point where there's no one in charge anymore. then
It's a
you're gonna see the rest.
people civilization
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
government ruling and telling us
exactly.
what to
I,
do.
I don't want to be ruled by laws and bylaws. The law of humanity is way bigger than their laws and bylaws. They try to regulate everything to make a buck out of it. I don't want to make a dollar out of it. I want people free to do what they want to a certain
Freedom.
level. To a certain level, then you're gonna see it's kind of an in a way
Mm,
it's like mom mentality in a way. And I'm not saying that this would be the best thing, but to me personally, I see that it would work because in mom mentality, you get nothing that would happen the way it happens now. Like
right.
it wouldn't last long. It really wouldn't last long. And it's like people are like, okay, well, how many people on this earth that really hates pedophile to a point that we would go after them? Well, no, society said that it's a crime if you do. So, like I say, for me, I hate them enough that I would hurt them enough. But we're not
Hell
allowed
yeah.
because I don't want to go to jail for 20 years and this guy's going to be free and shit like that. Like, no,
And then
I
when a parent of a child that's
yes,
been touched up
yeah,
goes after that offender, that parent gets put in jail.
exactly. That's so wrong. And it's like, no, 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 no. You need to let it that, no, no, those people, there's a massive group of people on this planet that don't belong. They
Bring
can't,
back
like,
stonings.
yeah. It like it brings they're wondering why people are angry and feel enraged and all that, but maybe that's why, because there's too many kids being touched by grown up that
Yeah.
shouldn't put their hand anywhere close to that. And it's like, no, 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 no. We like I might be seen as a bad person and all that, but I don't think so because my values are at the right place. I'm there. I'm a
And
protector
and
of
those
women
people
and men, so
that
and
those
kids.
sick people know it's bad. Those sick
Yeah.
people know it's bad. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so secretive about what they're doing.
Yes.
If you don't
Exactly.
realise something's bad, you
Yep.
wouldn't be doing it secretive. As soon as you're
Exactly.
doing it secretive, you
Exactly.
know it's
It,
bad. Yeah, all right,
if it's
Ruby's
all,
watching the clock.
yeah,
No,
I don't know
if
about you
it's all
guys, boilers.
in people's face, they wouldn't be able to do that. But now
I still
they're
got
all like,
time.
oh yeah, yeah, they're looking at they're looking at everything, and yeah, that's a Quebec plate. I saw. I thought it was funny. That's after being too many tax. I always will remember. Well, yeah, it's never gonna be in their
All right, I'm
warrant.
That's
going to
it.
leave you with it, guys.
Okay.
I'll catch you
Have a
later
good
on
one,
the
Wendell.
streets.
Okay. Bye. Bye, Wendell. Yeah. Oh, just was just was on here because I'm not sure if you know what happened there, but you know the Vicks, right? Vic BC. They have their
Yep, yeah,
bingo,
yeah,
and
yeah.
well, apparently somebody had so I did a live stream. I called it YouTube Madness because somebody went crazy and started, adding people, and 50 people were banned, and some of the most kindest people who I know, because I know the Vix and that there, and
Yeah, yeah, I know them too. What happened?
well, somebody went crazy and started banning people, and they had to, so they've now
You
they
mean in the chat?
yeah, no, like,
Oh,
in the back end there, and somebody had a bingo and couldn't, do
oh,
that there, so they let them know through Mrs. T's Critter Cam, and, anyways, and so they figured out that there was people that was banned, and, anyways, I know the Vics and they're good people, Vic
yeah. Oh,
BC,
yeah, they are.
and I don't know who did that, but they're quite sick, and,
Oh, well,
so just trying to,
I'm
get out the
pretty
word
sure.
to
I'm
whoever did it.
pretty sure I know which group you're talking about too, because yeah, there's a group out there that has been paid by the federal government right now to do that. They
What,
started with
just to go in
yeah.
there and
They started.
block people?
Yes, they started with the Freedom
It's a group?
Convoy. Yes, they started with the Freedom Convoy. They're called Antifa.
Well, but
No, no, I'm telling you.
I don't know though. We don't
Oh, I
know if
do.
it's them,
I do.
but we don't know. I mean,
No, no,
apparently it
but
happened on another channel though,
I
and it
know that.
happened.
That's what
Um,
I'm trying to tell you.
but
They,
we don't
they,
know. Is it? I mean, it could be
again,
just one person there.
you keep saying you don't know, but I do know. I see the registered and all that, And I'm telling you, for me, I stayed the
I
freaking.
would hope not. I would hope not. But
It
so
is.
that's why I had this little stream here today there, and
So if you remember well, I don't know how
yeah,
long you've been following the Vic and all that, but before all this, they were
yes,
part of a movement. Well,
yeah.
that movement has been under attack for 6 years now. Since they're part of that movement, now they've been attacked because all the other people that they could attack, they did.
Well, one of my channels was drinks and chats there, and that one, but yeah, it had to have been like it had to have been something like a super mod or something like that, and they
Oh
don't
no, no,
have
no!
that many of them. So
It's called a hacker. They don't need to be in. That's why I'm telling you.
well,
There's
I mean, I like I
so
said, I mean,
so. Do you
I
know?
w-
Do you know?
maybe you're right. I mean, I don't know, but all I know is that I was hoping to get the person to come up and confess, and whoever it was there,
No,
and
no.
so
Like I say, it's a group. It's not a person. And all of them, they even have a page called Troll Central out there.
right.
Well, you're wondering where it came from? That's where it comes from. So what do you call people that are all over those pages and all that? I don't know. But what I know is the those people went after the Freedom Convoy people like crazy. Now that they're done with most of them, they
Yeah.
only had a small list of people left, and I'm pretty sure the Vics were part of that.
Well, they're the sweetest
The
people ever, and I think it was for quite
Oh, I know,
stupid
I know.
and
But
ridiculous.
for
And
me, I'm part of another group which Wendell went on at some point in time. Like she's a good friend on the other panel,
yeah,
and that other panel was attacked too.
are
Then
you talking about House of Bad?
yeah, then all three of the channels that are with that were
Yep.
technically attacked. Then another person were attacked. And then and that's what I mean. It's one after the other. It's never all at the same time. It's one after the other, and they take their time. They and it's all clickbait. That's what I'm getting at. Is it's
That's
all
horrible.
to make it because they
It's
have the
horrible. It's
boy.
just horrible. I mean, because like I said, I mean,
It is. It's what
I hope it's not that group. I hope it is somebody that
oh, it
I mean,
is.
because it was people that I was like that you would be like, what? Like this
I know,
person
but
was banned, and it was
the,
50 people. There was 50 people
that's what
that
I
was on
mean.
that list.
That's what I mean. It is that group. I'm telling you, it is that group because
But
that is
if
their
they're
MO.
not a mod, though, but if they're not a mod, how would they
Again,
be able to ban someone?
by hacking the people's computer and emails and shit like that. It's done in the background. It's got nothing to do with the YouTube or anything like that. It's got nothing to do with what we're on either. But they do have a trick on Streamyard. They do have something for Streamyard. They do have it for YouTube. They do have it for many other things.
For what?
And
To what? To avoid this or to?
yeah. To avoid like, how can someone be on God mode if nobody gives them a mod? They can't, but they are. So you tell me what it is. I know enough about computer to know that people will be relentless, and it's not one person; it's a group. It's a group effort.
Hmm.
That's how they catch usually hackers. But what do you think happened with those group when all the shit went down? They had no work to do. So now they've been repurposed, and they're probably getting paid by the other side to do this, because that's the only thing the other side still have on their side is a silent group in the background that keeps creating bullshit. And in Ottawa, we kind of like we did prove it that it was that, because at some point we show like we were asking the trolls here, the one that
Hmm.
were in their face and all that, and at some point they showed up a paycheck.
What?
So they can't
Really?
say they're not getting paid. The person admitted on video that she was getting paid.
That's just sick. That's beyond sick. I'm
But
sorry, but it is sick.
and again, even if it's sick, how many people got up and fought them? Nobody. That's what I mean. The one that were there were by themselves fighting all this shit. Why do you think you don't see much of what's happening in Ottawa and all that? For that reason. There's nobody behind. people are just sitting at home doing their thing, expecting something to happen, and it's not going to happen until they get outside and they start rumbling too. When everybody starts doing that, then we're going to be able to get
Right.
to the end of the problem. And from everything we hear about what's happening with the liberal caucus right now, is they're extremely great at giving money that they don't even
Right.
know they give, and
Oh,
and that's
anyways,
the whole point of that.
I'm gonna end. I'm just gonna do my little sign off there. You could stay off in the back end there, so just hang tight there and hang tight there. Okay, everyone. So the stream was good. We had discussed about multiple issues and different things, and had a panel of good friends there. Thank you, everyone. We on my 3 channels on Oilers Fan Forever, Drinks and Chat on my Groovy. Yeah, make sure you sub up to all 3 of those channels there. We're going to be doing more of this. They're actually find that the afternoon is actually quite good. They're just like after 12 noon, so we're going to be doing more of that. Have a good day. Bye for now, and we will talk to you later. And make sure you sub up to the VIX. They do bingo, they do trivia Wednesday, Friday night. It is free. There's no cost. They're fantastic people. They're great. Peace, everyone. Much love and great stream. Yes, Pat, you were on too. So there we are. This way.